And remember, I'm Uncle Lobster. I'm not. Oh, it says Grampy Lobster, so I really don't give a shit. Hey, motherfuckers, how's everybody doing? This is Grampy Lobster. Wow, this has been one fucking day. This is welcome to Uncle Lobster's channel. How you doing, Adam? Quasi Monkey. God, I hope you're not a shitstormer tonight. Bozo, Twisted Skeptic, always a pleasure. Twisted Skeptic's already got a wrench on this channel. I got to start passing out wrenches because, God damn it, you know, this is going to get fun tonight. Holy shit. God, do I give Quasi Monkey one? Oh, fuck me. Okay, let's turn that down. Hold on a second, guys. I just need to, there's Bozo. I would never be able to forgive myself if I didn't at least give Bozo a fucking wrench. Quasi, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you just once. I'm going to trust you just once. I know you're from Canada, but you're going to get a wrench too. Now, don't fucking, don't abuse that fucking Quasi, okay? So, anyway, so we're back. Holy fucking shit. See, we all knew that Emo was a schemer, a scammer. You know, he's had, what, two times they've had people pay for his fucking vacations, buy him things. Wow. And today, I mean, we find out, you know, Lady Di started a stream today. And before I get started anymore, I'd like to welcome our esteemed guests, America's favorite short-bald. I fucked that one up, Robbie. America's favorite short, bald, fat guy, Robbie Battle. And the only thing on this stream that sounds somewhat smart, educated, Mr. the Mudbrucker himself. What's up, Bran? You're all a piece of shit. I'm not even using that phrase anymore. But, you know, God damn, Robbie, you've been watching this, you know?
Yeah, I've been kind of evaporating. So it's entertaining.
I was watching. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I asked you something, and
sorry. I'm just saying it's entertaining to watch. I've been kind of watching it the last few days. So I'm off today, and then I go back tomorrow. So
oh, God, you know, I mean, we knew that. I hadn't actually heard the Lady Di's version of what transpired. Which, hey, Fat Photog, I really enjoyed your video you did. The safe, that was really good. Brings back memories. But man, finding out the nuts and bolts of what Lady Di went through to give a friend of her who she thought was a friend, I mean, $1,600 so he could buy a new refrigerator. Now, I don't have a lot. You know, I rent, you know, my refrigerator comes with the apartment. My stove, which really sucks, comes, well, so does it keeps shit cold. I don't understand. I mean, I get it. If people can afford like a really super nice, you know, refrigerator that's got all climate controlled but you know, if you can't, I mean, fuck, man, as long as it keeps your shit cold, or the freezer freezes shit, as long as I can get ice cubes, you know, I mean, what else do you really fucking need? But he had to have $1,600. This is a man who can't fucking pay his rent. Anyway, we all know that story, but he tells Lady Di that when Michael starts his job as a ski lift operator, wow, that's a lot of fucking money. That's like Emo, you know. Oh, shit. I mean, for fuck's sake. And you might say, I mean, this starts, when you start hearing the nuts and bolts of it, of how she went into her life insurance and other things to get the money to give to loan to him, because in December Michael was going to start working at the, you know, on the ski lift. She doesn't even know what a ski lift is, but she took the guy's word for it, which, you know, that wasn't a really good choice. But Just, I mean, what she went, and now she's eating saltine crackers, can't pay her fucking bills for the month, which I don't understand how that's like a new,
Yeah.
I mean, because if she gave him the money, even if he was going to start paying it back in December, then she still wouldn't have been able to pay her bill. But still, the whole thing is she took her bill money and her necessities and set them aside to lend Emo $1,600 so he can buy a refrigerator. And then he buys one for half the price, spends the money on Big Mac pizzas. I mean, that's got to be, oh God, got to be fucking.
Yeah, it did look
I mean,
it's a Big Mac pizza.
Look, I've tried the cheeseburger pizza, and it's some cheeseburger pizzas they have. They're pretty good. I mean, you know, not your traditional like pizza, but it's not bad. But look, if you can't pay your fucking, you work with what you have. You don't. I mean, scamming money, and then the whole thing. See, lady dies elderly. You know, I mean, we know that, but. I don't know, elder abuse. She even mentioned it. I was mentioning it in the side chat. I'm like, who the fuck does? And now she's an FGOT because she's exposing him. People are making fun of it. See, she's finally realized this, and it took her a while. She was trying to be a friend, trying to defend this little dickbag. You know, holy fuck. Emo literally did psychological warfare on a senior citizen. That's a crime. Yeah, he probably went to the fucking Von Helton school of fucking psychological warfare, you know. But yeah, she might be a bitch sometime, but she seems like, I mean, she's trying to genuinely be a nice person, which I'm sure she's probably a nice, I mean, outside of YouTube or whatever, you know. But yeah, doxing her. See, that's why I didn't fight my strike.
Yeah.
Because if I would have fought my strike, YouTube said I would have had to give my name, all my information, my phone number. Like 2 days later, he's on fucking YouTube right now, fucking doxing Lady Di, which he's done before, doxing like literally anybody. You know, yeah, back in our day, that was a hanging offense. But.
Go messing with a man's horse or his docks, you know, they'd hang you for that.
Oh shit! But the whole idea is now she's basically, I mean, she seems like a person that'll like figure out a way. I mean, she's got resources unlike, you know, Schemo, but what the fuck? I mean, and the way he's defending it now, he's got Emo's brother. Apparently they've known each other for 14 years, you know. I wonder if he was.
He's just saying that guy's not the brightest. You ever hear him talk? His brother.
Yeah. I'm wondering if he was part of Emo's, you know, connection that he used to have with the mob, you know. Yeah, unwritten laws. Just make sure we don't mess with Emo on his birthday because that's an unwritten law, according to Von Helton. But fuck me, that, you know. Oh, geez. I was watching that and I'm like, I'm not the most sentimental motherfucker or nothing like that. It wasn't like I wanted to give Lady Di a hug, but for fuck's sake. I mean, the lady's being nice, you know, to a scumbag. And she's going to be on the phone tomorrow. IRS.
Yeah, apparently he's there them too, or somehow they're scamming food stamps. They're getting food stamps they're not supposed to be getting, or something is what I was told. So that's like a really big fine if you get caught doing that.
Oh yeah, my when I married my wife, they took hers away because you know I made so much money on my SSDI and my VA, but. Yeah, loaning thousands of dollars to some guy online is pretty nice. Only bitch piece of is when they refuse to pay it back. I mean, now, I mean, she can look at it now and say, you know, that was pretty fucked up. You know, that, yeah, what was I thinking or something?
Yeah, she said in her stream, she's like, it was my own stupidity, but I got to get myself out of it. So she knows it was her own fault. You know, she just felt that he was her friend, and she learned like everybody else that he's just a piece of shit, basically.
Oh man,
yeah, nice way to put it.
No, I get it. It's like, and then he's on like screaming and fucking hollering about how apparently now Lady Di is a homosexual and a former cop, which I guess her being a former cop, she said she's not a former cop because only former cops are, you know, bad cops or, you know, they say, you know, former cop, you know, well, yeah, I mean, she seems pretty proud of like her career that she chose and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, hot cocoa is so easy to make at home. Yeah.
She's got a bigger heart than me because I wouldn't give somebody. I got people in here I consider friends, but I can't see. I mean, I would have to know somebody really good to do something like that. They would have to be related, or
well, they have to have an ability to pay it back, or some kind of track record, or you know what I mean? I mean, he talks about how everybody's ruined his reputation.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to him, but his reputation was shit like 12 years ago when nobody would let him on his fucking streams. I mean, even Von Helton fucking blocked him, you know. But well, it was Candy Rain's fault. But
I can hear him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, not even Stinky will let you lick his nuts. Yeah, that's got to be.
Oh jeez. God, that's almost a Wilson. Even Stinky. Oh, I mean, God, come on, Mud. Okay, I am stoned, so I mean, like, I'm sorry. Yeah, what reputation? And he's got a shit. I mean, I remember, God, when I first I'd been doing emo videos for a long time, and I didn't know that people like knew who he was back in the Stickam days and stuff. And I think it was Paulie was telling me though, yeah, he says and some other people would like, he would just like creep, you know, like in the fucking in the rooms, and people just thought he was like just a creep licking Von's nuts. Is how those poor puppies died.
Well, last Thanksgiving, the turkey did have a collar on, so
that's true. I mean, jeez. Oh shit. So, man, I can't wait till tomorrow, or probably later tonight. I was gonna play that video emos. See, he doesn't even have. Some people that do really stupid things and say really stupid things on the internet usually they erase shit. Like how many times Jenny for Christ, you know, like taking off something that was it might be a bit too much, you know. But emo doesn't have the self-awareness because, you know, he's crazy, you know, he's insane, you know. So leave him alone. You know, he's allowed to rip people off without like any. He doesn't think that anything he does should have any consequences, no matter how shitty it is. He should be excused from it because his mother was too lazy to push. He got raped multiple times as a child, which made him want to wear diapers and made him afraid of toilets, and then realized that he really did like getting fucked in the ass. Man, he also still liked wearing diapers. You know, I mean, geez, God damn. You know, and the people that defend him have got to be some of the.
Yeah, they're not that bright. Only ones I know that really defend him. Most of them are trolling. They don't really like them, but the ones that do, they're really messed up too. So
yeah, like, Emo's brother.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
he says like 3 words the whole stream. It's like, yeah, fuck you. And that's it.
Is he supposed to be some like big brother type tough guy?
Yeah,
type
they're
muscle?
somehow. I think they're half brothers. What I was told by Lady Di, they're half brothers.
So somebody fucked his mother twice. Oh my god.
Well, maybe it was his dad.
True.
Although that ain't a whole fuck of a lot more reassuring, actually.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, his old man couldn't have been much of a prize either, because your stock is only as good as your stud.
Well, he blames his racism on his old man too. I don't know if you guys saw that video. He says my old man was Archie Bunker, kind of.
Fuck. Hey, Paulie.
Hey.
My father was racist as fuck. My mom, God, even when my mom died, there were still little things about those darkies or whatever that she's never. My grandfather was racist as fuck. My grandmothers, both of them, were racist as fuck. Yeah, I mean, if you go back and like it's like that's not why people are racist. I mean, God, we heard the N-word in our house all the time. I mean, not all the time, but it wasn't like a taboo word, And then he just, oh God, we got a celebrity in the house, folks. We got Mama June.
Mama June.
Speaking of puppies, I gotta let my dog in.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a good, Mud. I got to tell you, on behalf of like pet owners everywhere and just people with common sense, thank you for not cooking your dog for Thanksgiving last year.
Okay, I do have a surplus of kittens at the moment, though. So,
oh well, that's a different story.
There might be some General Tso's chicken in the future. Kind of depends on how the winter goes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I was muted. I hope I didn't make a bunch of echo. If you're using cat, I strongly recommend Mugu Gai Pan. Way better.
I'm not really into Mugu Gai Pan. I like the little chunks. Kitten pot pie.
Is my mic working? Just checking.
Yeah.
I can't hear Quasi at all.
Oh God.
Okay.
God. Oh, I forgot the joke. Never mind. No, I can't hear you either, Quasi. Oh God.
Feeling a little better today, Butterroll?
Yeah, I appreciate you last night, man. I do.
No worries.
I was. It wasn't just. It was just. It had been a few days of just like shit. Just kind of. I privatized it. I was like, I don't think anybody really needs to see that, But
we've all been there, bro. You know what I mean? We've all been there.
Been there.
Yeah.
Yep.
But your cats are hearing this and they're not amused. But no, I got some sleep, like 4 hours, and then got up for about 3 hours, drank some coffee, and realized that today was still here, and went back to sleep. Slept most of the day, just kind of just refreshing, and then I got up and started drinking coffee again. I got high, and here we are.
The election news must be really hard on you, Grampy. I know you were a big fan of Trump.
Oh God, I saw you fucking poking at fucking Schneider too. I was like, God.
But he laughs. He gets it.
I know. That's why
he's having a hard time too, though.
Yeah.
This is not turning out. I mean, look. Either way, one of his feelings is going to be hurt in the end. So, like, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I get that, and I really like last night that and a couple other things that have been going on. Just like I was like, God damn, this is like the last thing I fucking need, I mean, and a lot of people were like that because a lot of people were expecting this giant fucking landslide, and it didn't happen, and it started to look good for a while, and then it was like, oh shit, here we go, and then I wake up this morning and it's like, hey, you know what? The sun still came out. Sometimes we kind of forget that,
Right. Yep.
Definitely saw that coming with the mail-in ballots. Apparently, Trump's already suing places.
Oh yeah,
like Georgia and shit. Yeah.
There's a
Pennsylvania.
few places that are questionable, though, man. I mean, there's 4 states that have counted more votes than there are registered voters in the states. So those are fair to question. I'm not going to argue.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, your system's definitely not perfect, you know.
And why is that? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to like hog the conversation, but
No,
we can fucking bank online. We can do our taxes online. Your Social Security is online. Why have we not come up with a eliminate human error in counting way to do the elections that is unique to your Social Security number? Right?
They don't pay people to test the security of it. I don't think.
You volunteer.
For one.
It doesn't matter. I'm saying, look, it shouldn't. We shouldn't have to take what's probably going to be weeks before we have an answer. If not, I mean, you know, we have till January 20th to figure this out, depending on how long the courts take to figure it out. It's unreasonable. I won't even say unrealistic. It's unreasonable in today's climate to not have this be the minute you fucking vote, the minute you stamp it, it's counted right away. I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Well, you guys got a fuckload of people, so it's a lot of votes to count
Yeah.
too.
And a lot of people voted this time. Like I know when I went to the voting booth, it's like 7 a.m. I figure, I'll beat everybody and get there early.
Yeah, right.
And outside freezing my butt off for like 40 minutes to vote for Biden. So I'm like, I did my part, you know. It's like, but I saw a lot of
the numbers are astronomical. Highest recorded turnout ever. I mean, we're probably going to be, after all said and done, somewhere between 160, 170 million people that voted. That's fucking unreal, man. That's like 80% of everybody that's eligible to vote in this country. We've never seen that happen.
Yeah.
not even close.
That's crazy.
Some local elections, you know, are have pretty good voter turnout depending on where you live, but nothing, you know. I don't think we get that much. I think we get like 20% voting on our local elections. I mean, usually when it's not a big, you know, election year.
Yeah, I mean, 2 cycles ago, the president was decided with about 13.5% of the populace because
Right.
only 27% voted or something, you know?
Now, do they stop counting when someone hits 270?
No, they continue to count, but a winner is declared.
Okay, gotcha.
So what happens? Is it possible for both to go over 270? Or
As
is
far
it
as
like a finish
As far
line
as
thing?
electoral, yes. I mean, like, so say, I mean, realistically, you could have 280 and I could have 260, right? It just depends on how the electorate votes. But 270 is what it takes to be the winner. Anything over
Right.
that is one bigger.
Biden's very close. Like,
Right,
I think he's
but-
54.
But one is what,
270.
Yahoo. Yeah,
270.
Yahoo's saying 270, and NBC was saying 264.
Yeah,
And I think I think both of them are calling it early.
Yeah. Yeah, 270 is one more than half of the electoral college.
Yep.
So even if it could come up to 270 to 269.
Oh, okay.
That
Was my question. I didn't know if it was. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's 539 electoral votes total.
Okay.
Mud, if you don't mind, because look, man, everybody knows I have bowed out of voting since Ross Perot. Do you ever remember when you're voting for delegates for the election? I'm trying to figure out how that selection's made, right? Like there's 20 electorates in Illinois, and they say they're elected, but I don't ever remember seeing them on a ballot.
Yeah, I don't remember it either. It might be, might vary by state too, because it's such a fucked up. The electoral college is a hugely fucked up system.
Yeah.
Agree.
I know some counties, some states. I think they elect their own electoral candidates or whatever in their own system.
Yeah.
Or is that during the midterm election you guys have? Or
Well,
no.
I would assume it would be that or during the primaries, one or the other.
Yeah, they have a way of picking their own. I I guess. I could be wrong, and Mudbrucker is probably more capable of answering that question than I am, so I'll just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's why I went straight to him.
Yeah, see, I
You know what I
don't
mean?
know.
Knowledgeable dude.
Go for me
Yeah.
on drug tips. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never seen it on a ballot either. So, how exactly they're elected, I'm not even really sure. I think some states the legislature appoints them. And beyond that, I couldn't tell you.
Well, this is supposed to be like a non-bias, a selection of people that are supposed to be the electorates. Now, obviously, there's always going to be somebody that, is registered Democrat or Republican or something like that. But Hillary Clinton was one of the 22 electorates in New York this cycle.
Yeah.
And I can't help but wonder how in the hell, like, that's not a random draw, right? You know what I mean? How do these people get selected? And I can't quite put my finger on how that happens. I've been searching for a few days.
Maybe they have a swimsuit contest or something like that.
That could be.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh God damn you, Quality.
Hillary's always in them pantsuits. Hard to tell what she might look like in a swimsuit. Fuck, she might have walked away with it.
Hey, Grampy.
Did you hear how her and Bill met? It's a neat story if you guys haven't heard.
No, I actually haven't.
They were
I heard
dating.
it was in college.
They were dating the same chick in college.
Really?
No, I totally made that up. But
I mean, surprised there were bisexual people in his fucking 60s, and
Back when it was illegal.
Yeah.
Hey, Grampy, come at me, bro. Come at me.
I remember when he did that video. Oh my God, that was so fucking fun. I mean, I don't remember when he maybe did it, but oh God.
They actually got the scene in the Matrix. They got that from him. That's a true fact.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. I still find it funny that he thinks that his 20-year-old Vietnamese. I guess when she gets there, because that she has diplomatic immunity, that Von Helton's the property on Crane Creek Road, at least around the trailer, will be like the Vietnamese embassy.
Thank you. Can we talk about this for real? This motherfucker just signed up to be a fucking commie.
It's a Democratic Republic.
Right? He has publicly said that he's going to fucking have communist fucking military in his yard protecting him. What? What?
They're not communists. They're a democratic republic.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Just like the Nazis were National Socialists.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
What is the official name of Vietnam these days? Is it a People's Democratic Republic or?
I think so.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to bring fucking democracy to your country too.
Yeah, that worked. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Napalms. Nothing says greetings and good morning like napalm,
Yeah.
Well, at least it kept the communists from taking over Southeast Asia.
Oops, didn't they?
Right. Domino theory, baby. Domino theory. That Agent Orange turned them all commies. They wanted to be a republic, but he bombed the shit out of them. Turned them commie.
Didn't Stinky say something about Agent Orange one time? He was possibly contact, or it was kind of the same like bullshit, like with the
He would
bladed.
Yeah, I think it was somebody was bullshitting in a hangout one time or something like that.
Did I get exposed to Agent Orange? I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe type of shit. It's like
Maybe
My
I should look into
grandfather
that.
did. His
That's
feet
what-
were all up from it.
That's what killed my stepdad. Had tumors. I mean, like nasty tumors all over him. His skin cancer lesions.
Yeah.
Was he on the boats, the PBR boats?
Yeah, he was the fucking, whatever they call them, the little fast river boat shit.
Right. Yeah, apparently they got a lot of it because they'd wash their clothes in the rivers by dragging it behind the boat, right? So it absorbed
They were
all the
wearing
orange,
all
and
the
then
time.
they'd wear it all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would believe you, Quasi, but I never know
They-
when to believe you or not. So
No, that's
Yeah.
true.
oh,
I watched a lot of
And
documentaries. It's true.
they sprayed the fuck out of the riverbanks too.
Yeah.
So.
Because when it would rain, it would all go into the rivers and stuff,
Yeah.
and they'd clean their clothes by just dragging it behind the boat on on a rope or whatever, just washing in the river. And then they'd put it on.
Being on a boat
And
all
they-
the time. You're wet.
Yeah, and,
all
Yeah.
the fuck.
and then
Yeah.
absorb it through their clothes and being wet. And yeah, it's a true fact.
That pisses me off that he had made that claim because my grandfather had it and his feet were like fucked, like big time. Like I've seen it. That's just Mondo.
I remember the closest I've ever come to. I mean, I was at the federal building in Providence one day. I had to go up to the VA building up there, take care of some business. And when I was in the waiting room, there was a lady there, and her husband was in this wheelchair, and the guy didn't look good. She had been fighting for like 25 years, since like forever, to get them to recognize like the stuff that he had gotten in Vietnam, because he came back fucked up, crippled. I mean, she said, she may have said Agent Orange. I don't, but a lot of chemicals and Agent Orange, or
Play all at once. This is the collision of the campaign.
I mean, they still don't recognize that Desert Storm stuff, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't understand. Like, I watched, like I said, I watched people come back. Like when I was in that place in Oregon, and it's like, how do people think that shit like that won't happen? People come back fucked up mentally, physically. There's when there's explosions, there's gases. I don't, and then for them just to say, well, it didn't happen when you were there, because how do you know? Can you prove it happened? It's like, well, I didn't have this issue before I left, but they want you to like point out specific, like, I don't know.
Our government would never do that.
Yeah, that's true. Stinky turned commie at the drop of a hat, and he dropped it himself. That's a quote that Stinky likes to use. That's how he proved that Andrea was a nymphomaniac, because she would fuck anything at the drop of a hat, and often she dropped it herself. And then he also used that same little thing with the Frost, and stealing, Your first wife had an uncle that was a Vietnam vet, jumped off the St. John's Bridge. I have a couple of uncles. Yeah, it just is. Yeah, that does suck, But Stinky's back to claiming that whole Cold War, shit again. It's like psychological warfare is more important than bullets whizzing past your fucking head. I've never heard anybody ever bullets whizzing past. That sounds like something you hear somebody say in a cowboy movie,
Could you imagine Vaughn being in charge of winning hearts and minds? Right?
Yeah, that makes me want to like throw up a little. I mean, I don't know. I mean, winning the hearts of minds. How do you think he got that Vietnamese girlfriend to come over here to help him protect?
That's right.
And not just any Vietnamese chick off of the street. She's a dignitary.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
It's just the lies. Like, how does he expect anybody to believe? I just think it's funny, the shit that he comes up with.
Exactly, Robbie. I'm glad you did that, because I don't know. This seems to happen with a lot of people when they finally realize, oh shit, I need more coffee. When they finally realize what kind of an idiot certain people are. Excuse me. There we go. And the thing is, a common symptom is just spontaneous laughter and facial muscles like really hurting bad. And sometimes both things will happen. Sometimes people will definitely go through, and I have, is like just raging and just fucking yelling and shit. And because it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's okay, right? I heard the laughter and it's okay. You know, you're not doing anything else, anything that none of us have. I'm sure Paulie's like as calm and collected as he seems to be, you know, with his business practices.
Paulie, are you chilling in a golf cart?
Yeah, man, just laid out on the back seat, kicking it.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
I can't say anything bad about Paulie because he bought a T-shirt, you know, of mine. So
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty neat. I saw that in the last stream the other day. I was but you weren't feeling so good, so I just kind of stayed. But I watched you load overnight when you were falling in love.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I actually sold, I think, 2 T-shirts. It's like, wow, you know. But anyway, yeah, that way, jeez.
You should raise the price. The demand is clearly skyrocketing. Supply and demand, baby. Supply and demand. Capitalism 101.
No shit. Oh God. But oh God. Anyway, so I can't really say anything bad to Paulie because the last person that I upset that bought one of my products, a coffee mug, threatened to use it as cannon fodder. And that really hurt. And
the plus side, if I throw a T-shirt at you, you're going to be okay.
That's true. Yeah. Stinky never lost anything in Vietnam. Oh, jeez.
Maud Flanders was killed by one of those T-shirts in a cannon. So
hey,
it's possible, you know.
No, that's only talk. There is no actual proof that one of my T-shirts was actually shot out of a cannon and it killed anybody.
In a cartoon.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you said cartoon and not Minecraft because at least I watch cartoons sometimes.
Family Guy.
You know?
Flanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Family Guy. That's the one.
Nah, Simpsons.
You know, I haven't watched
wrong family. I'm sorry, Joe. My bad.
Oh, yeah. I'd rather watch Family Guy. The Simpsons. I haven't watched The Simpsons since like 1996.
The golden years, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about when they called Trump.
Yeah. God damn. I you know, I guess it's our own fault in this country that and I know there's somebody out there that's going to go, oh, you know, but it's like, how did we end up? It's our fault. We elected some, you know, yeah. Yeah. And I was going to ask, I mean, how did we get to that point? But that somebody like you'd go, yeah, that's a better idea, or the lesser of two evils, or something, because of, you know, all the things that, yeah. But I was going to ask you, Robbie, what was it that turned it for you?
The stimulus, I'll be honest with you, the stimulus pushback pissed me off. There was a few other things that he's been doing the LGBT thing that pissed me off because he promised that he was going to protect them. Of course, because he's trying to be good with the radical Christians. And I'm a Christian, but real radical ones that don't like gay people. He wanted to be good with them, so he kind of like turned his back on the people he made promises to, and it's just like, I don't want 4 more years of this. I'm not crazy about Biden, but
no, I mean, I
Biden at the very end. I'm like, I was still thinking, kind of, I'm like, I can't vote for Trump. Makes this no, Then I decided to vote for Biden, but that's really what did it for me. I mean, there's other stuff that I could say, but that's the stimulus thing really pissed me off.
Little things sometimes that might
I'm going to wait till after the election before we negotiate on that. There's people starving, you're just going to let them continue to suffer because you want to play politics, basically. So
I gotta say, I'm not a fan, but I will say that his objective on the stimulus is so much better than the Democratic Party. I don't know how much you watch of that, but I update daily on Nancy Pelosi's bullshit. And what she's asking for is beyond the reach of stimulus. It was a game that the Democrats were playing of let's get every fucking thing we can now because we might not get it in the future, instead of helping people when they should. Putting all this stuff in one giant massive bill, I think, was a terrible idea. If they would have addressed the problems one at a time, it probably would have taken care of people in their time of need.
I don't think it would have mattered. No, I get it. I think what you say is like the Democrats wanted everything right now. I mean, I'm not trying to, but what I hear what you're saying, Paulie, is Democrats wanted like literally everything right now, bucket, because this is our one and only chance to get it, and without like willing to like negotiate, or because I didn't really see much of that from either side, really much to budge on stuff. I mean,
no, the Republican Party, they wanted to break it up, and I agree with that. I think that look, man, you're going to do a stimulus, fine. Let's pass the stimulus. Let's get everybody fucking money right now. We need to do something for protections for employers. Fine, let's pass that bill. Let's do these, but let's do them right now. Let's get the ones done that we can, the ones we can agree on. And the problem was, and don't get me wrong, again, I don't have a dog in the fight. All I can do is observe from the fence where I sit.
Right.
And both of them kept doing this pullback away from the fence. I just... Look, man, there's no way I could have voted for either one of them this time. Just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get it. I mean, and that's why, I never really had, I mean, not saying never really had, but that's why they used to have pork, was because people could get shit fucking done, and it might cost you this or that, or you might have to take care of this too. But, and I think for years, that's the way it was done. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I just the lack of effort. I don't know.
At the end of the day, none of them give a shit about any of us.
No, it's a political pawn thing. One side's looking out for a certain demographic, and the other side is like looking out for like everybody else.
They're looking out for
corporate interests.
I do clearly.
Corporate interests.
Yep.
Yeah. Once they get into power, corporations will be like, "Oh, hello, all those things you promised." Yeah, fuck that. You're doing this.
Yeah. I mean, as for the stimulus, though, I mean, just like the $1,200. Like I said, I got one. My wife got one. It was good for us because we got out and did a few things. But for a lot of people, even with that extra like money for having a certain amount of children, I knew people that have like families and their jobs are, either not there anymore or not as much, and that money pretty much went for half the bills that month, and they still it didn't do enough really to like make a difference for a lot of people. I mean,
Right.
that was my thing with it,
Well, in all fairness, the man tried to write an executive order to give people stimulus. And at the end of the day, it's not up to him to decide. It's up to the Senate and the House.
Yeah, but and the whole thing about like literally putting his name on the check and like getting a letter, it was like to me it's like, really? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Trump is Trump. I don't understand.
It was like
he
signed it like he was using his own money out of his own pocket.
Exactly.
And that's the way I took it. And pretty much everybody else I knew was like, sure, thanks. But did you have to, what the fuck you have to put? Because he's got to put his name on everything. And that's the thing, I mean, I get it. If you're a civilian, if you're in the private sector, you want to put your name on a hotel and fuck up a cities, casinos and the workforce and, all that shit. If you want to do things like that, Trump University, that was a lot of fun. Not for me, but for a lot of people that realized that they got scammed, And then right before he gets elected president, he has the Apprentice TV show, which was wildly popular for a lot of fucking. I always like, it's like, this is the same guy that was on The Apprentice, right? That you guys elected as the fucking president. I didn't find any of it very. I mean, I've never liked Trump, and I, you know.
But it's not the first time. I mean, look, Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan had very little political influence when he was right. Look at Obama. Obama didn't even do one fucking term as a senator.
Well, Sarah Palin didn't do one fucking.
She was also not elected president.
Yeah, true. You know, but do you have to be a senator before, or you know? I mean, Trump was none of them. So,
right. Nor was Reagan.
but,
Reagan was an actor.
Yeah, but he was governor of California for a couple of terms.
Yeah, right. But you know, I mean, so was
at
Jesse
least some fucking idea,
right?
But Jesse wasn't elected president.
Exactly. I guess that's what I'm saying, right? Like, why is it one way and not the other? There's no exact qualifications to be president other than age and a citizenship, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you guys think there should be
Being a
age?
smooth talker.
what'd you say, Robbie?
I was gonna ask, do you guys think there should be age limits on presidents? Like, I don't know, like they're all like 70 plus years old or something.
Yeah, there should be.
I think
Like,
maybe a competency test that is transparent. You know, it's not like, you know, a certain
That's
side.
okay. That's what's going to happen. You see, Pelosi just made all that go down.
It's like with all those sex scandals, it's only old people running now, so they're too old to bang people.
That's true, man.
Yeah, Nancy
Thank you,
Pelosi
Claude.
has very, very quietly behind the scenes created a position for her to be in the White House with ever not having to be elected.
Clever girl.
Yeah, I mean, it worked for. It almost worked for what? What was his shit? Newt Gingrich.
I'm just telling you, during this term, that's what will happen. Kamala Harris will be the first female president. Nancy Pelosi will be vice president. That will happen within the next 4 years. Guaranteed.
A woman president? It's about time.
Nah.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
Smash the patriarchy,
Why
bro.
isn't it about time? Which one?
No,
Smash. Go ahead.
why shouldn't there be a woman vice president and president? You know, I mean,
Okay, I'll tell you why. Selective service.
Oh shit. He's got you there.
no.
Yeah, there is. Look. In order to hold the power of commander in chief, I think you should at least be subject to the same requirements that are put on a minority group. And
Okay,
men-
well, what about Trump and like five?
Oh no, we're not talking about Trump. We're not talking about Trump.
No,
we're
no.
talking about,
I mean, but still, I mean,
we're talking
at
about a
least-
female president.
right?
Men,
Yeah.
being a minority group to women in this country, are forced by law to register for something called selective service. First of all, I'll say that's gender fucking equality, number one. Number two, in order to be commander in chief, I think you should at least be subject to being forced to sign up for selective service. And women are not.
It's equality, man. It's if the one gender is up to it, it should be both, you know? Right? I mean, they can serve, fight.
And it ain't even about fighting. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it ain't like we have a whole bunch of ground fighting that happens anymore either.
Well,
Most of
airplanes,
some
right?
sort of
Combat.
logistic shit, right? But why is it that women don't have to sign up to serve their country in a time of need? Men do.
Yeah. They can be
Okay.
fighter pilots and drone pilots, stuff like that.
Okay, let me ask you this: what happens if it changed?
I'm sorry, I sneezed as you were talking. What happens in what?
I said, what happens if it changed and they made it so selective service?
It's the only problem I have, Patrick. It's the only one. If women were required to register for selective service as men, I would say we're equal at that point. But we're not. We're not. Women have more rights than men at this point.
Oh, Paul got red pilled. He's an incel. No, I'm just kidding.
Paulie's a secret incel for Trump. And the
No,
religious right. Any moment now, Paulie's going to start fucking preaching again. You know that halo on his head. You know, he really thinks that's real, Quasi.
Oh, man. He looks like the Pope and an angel and shit.
You know that car back there? Trump blue. He did that on purpose.
It's actually Blurple, man.
Oh, got that scissor.
Fucking dog.
Blurple. 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah, no, that's the only issue I have with a female president.
Wait a minute. Mud. Okay, he's
It's a
muted.
good point, Paulie. It's a good
I was
point.
going to say, it sounds like Mud's a little pissed off at his dog right now. I'm glad he muted his mic. Oh, he's back.
He's probably over there kicking it. Shut the fuck.
Fuck near about to.
If you wanted to,
the dog just wanted a drink of water, and Mud was trying to give it fucking Mountain Dew and shit, and he probably started cursing at the dog, and it's like, oh, drink the Mountain Dew. And the dog was like, Dad, no. Sorry.
if you really wanted to shut up, be like, I'm gonna send you to Vaughn and be quiet right then and there.
That little fucker wants in, he wants out, he wants in, he wants out. Pretty soon he's going to get
Sorry,
punted
just catching
across
up
the
with the
fucking yard.
Mute that bozo says Reagan did get into political stuff. Like he was appointed the president of the Actors Union, and I think that's the guild. Anyway, back in the 40s, I flipped Reagan off in 1984. Fucking A.
See,
And didn't he testify against actors being communists in that McCarthy trial as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah.
Ratted them all out.
Yeah. Hey, like I said before, in our family, we were Nixon and Reagan Republicans, man. I mean, so Reagan, yeah, and it's really sad, you know, like being raised a certain way. Like when I up until God, it's been a while now, but I used to always think, you know, I'm not really a conservative anymore, but you know, I still, God bless Ronald Reagan almost, you know, except I'm an atheist and I would never say that. But and then like I was watching a series of events take place, documentaries, documented things, and I was like, yeah, and then the whole thing, like you were talking about before, you know, the age turns out his last 4 years, he probably could have hit his own Easter eggs, you know, or somebody could have told him, you know, hey, we got Easter eggs, go look for them, you know. Is it today Easter? Sure. Because I really don't, they used to prop him up, you know, and you could tell, you know, I mean, they had video, you know, even before the internet, you know, there was pictures and like news coverage of like Reagan just not really seemed like understanding what was going on. But he was the picture of America. He was that Yankee Doodle.
He survived an assassination attempt.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And that's why, you know, like, and this is something else. When you get a politician elected to a high office, or okay, like the president, okay, and people hate that motherfucker and they want to kill him, the worst thing you can do to that person is kill him, because sure, they'll be dead, but people are going to look at that person and martyrdom, right? Killed while in office, you know. If you know, not to say that he wouldn't have done great things, you know, or any, but if Kennedy wouldn't have been, you know, shot that day, we might have a total different view of what John Kennedy really was all about. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't, you know.
Oh yeah, sure. Think of the climate at that time with the fucking Bay of Pigs and all that shit, right? Like,
exactly.
He was alive. Things could have turned out completely different.
Yeah, we may never heard, you know, that don't do what you know, that stuff, and do what you can for your country, and let's fly to the fucking moon. You know,
wait, he was alive for Bay of Pigs. Or are you being sarcastic?
No. I'm saying the climate of the globe
Oh.
at that time was so much different that him being alive may have changed things in a way that we might not even recognize.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to when Lincoln was assassinated. Yeah, I mean, there's when you alter history like that, you know what's going to happen into a new. It's almost like being in a new reality. Okay, this was going to happen. Okay, boom, that person's gone. You know, like because
I'll say this historically. When Democrats don't get their way, presidents are not safe.
Oh shit.
It's a good thing Von Helton's not listening to that, and there's only 6.
It's true, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Democrats got those AR-15s, y'all.
Speaking of Helton, there is one thing that he says that I am 100% in agreement with, and it's only one, and that's his lifetime appointment on the Supreme Court shit. I'm totally with that. I'm also with term limits on Congress and senators. Like Abby and I were talking about it a few weeks ago, and here's our take. Right between the two of us, we come up with an idea, and it's granted it's just me and my mildly attractive wife. Why not 6 years for everyone? That's it. 6 years as a president, that's long enough. I mean, you might not get things done in 4 years. 8 years is long enough if you don't do anything in the last 2 anyway. 6-year president, done deal. Congressmen, senators, 6 years. Mayor, 6 years. Governor, 6 years. Supreme Court justice, 6 fucking years. Why not? I can't think of any reason why there shouldn't be a 6-year term limit on everything.
When you get to judges, though, especially something like the Supreme Court, and like I'm the whole lifetime thing I think is pretty stupid, but longer, maybe not 6 years, maybe 10, maybe 20, because a lot of times when the Supreme Court rules on something, then 6 years later you've got a different Supreme Court, or almost like every few years, because not everybody's going to get elected at the same, or get appointed at the same time. So it can be kind of well, one day the court says this, one day the court, so I mean, I get like longer terms, but the lifetime thing and term limits, sure. There's people out there that on both sides, liberal. I mean, fuck me, like you said, and like, another thing, people think that I don't like Trump, so somehow I think Nancy Pelosi is some kind of, I don't really give 2 fucks about Nancy Pelosi either. I mean, she's been in forever. She's got millions of dollars. I mean, she cares about everybody. It's not cheap to get her to speak somewhere. Fundraiser. She's got a net worth. It's like, I mean, so when you get into these career politicians, they're all pretty well, they're getting paid, whether they actually get to help you or not. Well, I don't know, but you know what,
it should at least be like age cutoff at senior citizen age, at least like, 55, 60, when dementia starts kicking in. They get sleepy at 4 p.m.,
Hey, what's wrong with
when you can draw
wait a minute. What's wrong with a nap at 4 p.m.?
Well, nothing, as long as
Unless you're running the fucking free world.
Right. As long as it's not during like the Senate and you're sleeping during like some case or whatever.
Maybe you had a rough night.
A lot of coke and hookers. Yep.
Speaking of coke and hookers, good on Oregon.
No shit.
Right?
God, makes me. God damn.
They're following Portugal, man. It's good stuff.
I remember, and this is true. I moved from Oregon 1 year to the day. Moved away from Oregon 1 year to the day they legalized weed. And I cried really bad because I got heckled by a few people. And apps are very presidential, absolutely. And then with this stuff, I mean, fucking mushrooms. I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Do it responsibly, like most people do. I mean,
the only downside is if you get caught in Oregon with stuff, you have to pay them $100, and they force you to go to some like treatment, at like addictions counseling, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, what if you don't want to change, man? What if you don't want to change?
Well, look, a lot of the population in Oregon is very transient. I mean, not a lot, but I won't say a lot of the population, but they have a very large transient living under the bridge. You see them on I-5 up and down, going from California to, they stay in Oregon for a while because, but yeah, so a lot of those, they're not going to be around anyway, get them sobered up for a while and shit like that, give them a brochure and they'll be on their way. Keep them out of fucking jail.
Those transient numbers are going to explode now that, coke and heroin's legal, man. Possessing it.
No, I mean, well, maybe I don't.
I'm just kidding. Probably not.
No, it's just it's a problem out there. So instead of like jailing, street level user, homeless people, or this guy, he's been in jail 6 times for a little bag of fucking coke that won't get 2 people fucking high, residue on a pipe type shit. It's like, okay, give them a little inconvenience, but don't like put them in fucking jail for like months and shit because
Actually, that brings up a good point. I wonder if they
Clinton's crime bill or fucking Biden's crime bill. Yeah, there you go. Good point.
I know the article said they legalized drugs, but did they legalize paraphernalia? Because I know you can get popped in the States for that, right? Like just having like a crack pipe or whatever.
If it's got any residue, if it's got residue, but if it doesn't have any residue,
you ever find an addict with a pipe that's got no residue? I'm just wondering if you can still get popped for that. If they'll be like, oh, the cocaine, heroin, that's $100 fine. You got to go treatment. But this pipe you have, like, send you to jail for that. I don't know. Hopefully that's legalized too.
Still waiting on meaningful marijuana legislation. Yeah, no shit.
Got to come for Canada for that.
So, just curious, who actually voted for Biden?
I did. I voted.
I did.
I don't know about Bud Brooker.
How did you get past his past to be able to do it?
Because I can't get past Trump.
I'm Canadian.
So, I mean, like the racist comments that Biden's made, right? Like the whole, No.
There's a lot of okay, Biden. Like I said before, I ain't happy about Biden. Before fucking he was the vice president for 8 years, he was Joe Biden. You know what I mean? I'm not happy about that at fucking all. Right? It's not my fucking guy but I'm not going to vote for. I'm not going to vote for somebody that's literally not going to get elected because then I think it's like I'm not going to vote for either one of them. Well, then you might as well just stay home, in my opinion. Yeah. Unless there's a serious third party candidate that might actually get elected. You know, I mean, that's just and I think our current political system muffles that, so we can't have that. But I can't get past. I don't think I could sleep well at night or ever forgive myself if I ever voted for Donald Trump. Personal opinion.
Grab him by the pussy.
Okay, so who's next? Reason how did you know?
I won't.
Well, I was just asking other folks on the panel, right? Like, I know why you did. You did it because fuck Trump, and I get it, right?
Period.
But
end of story.
Was everybody else just like fuck Trump? Or I mean, like, why can't we have a good candidate? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
He said that stuff so long ago, he doesn't even remember his dementia, so it's okay. Crickets. Yeah. Crickets.
Yeah, I had a real hard time, for sure.
Oh, we've got a representative from the geek room in here.
Did you vote, Paulie?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, you couldn't? Oh.
I will give Trump credit for one thing. He's the first Republican president since Nixon that didn't stock his fucking administration with leftovers from the Nixon administration.
That, folks, is why we keep the Mudbrucker around here, because he's a very educated man and very poignant. I think poignant a good word.
It fits.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a rebuttal to Paulie, and I really
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I'm not an anti-voter, and that's what's happened in the past several cycles. I'm not going to go give someone a vote because fuck the other guy. I can't conscious do it. I just can't. I don't blame who does, and I don't want you to think I do. That's not the point I'm making. I'm trying to fight my own internal battle, right?
Oh yeah.
2 shit sandwiches, and you're trying to figure out which one to take a bite out of.
Yeah, look.
I know about the comment that Biden said about what was it, racial jungle? That was a comment that he made.
Oh no, he said, and I quote, "We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need other niggers in power." That's one, and that's just one. I can go on and on, right? There's 40 some years of him doing this shit.
Was that fact checked? It could be deep.
I have a video of it, bro. It's not fact checking.
Okay.
I mean, they could edit that, fake it.
Yeah, come on,
the technology. The Russians, man.
bro.
Sounds like a Trump apologist.
Not at all. I'm saying, look, there's things that I, in good conscience, just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. You know.
I hear you.
Yeah. No, and that's the sad part. I mean, it used to be like, if you like, oh God, I hate to go back to this. The first televised debate they ever had, Nixon and Kennedy. If you watch it on television, Kennedy just killed Nixon. If you listen to it on the radio, you would have thought Nixon won the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of times it was percent. And granted, I don't know, you know, but
no, I agree. Context can change things, right? But there's, even when I was a child and that kind of language fucking acceptable in my family, I was fucking stunned by it, you know. And look, here's how I feel about it. The only reason that Biden was vice president is because he took the role he could fucking get. Yeah. You think he liked standing next to a black man? Absolutely not. He fucking hated it. It's the same way Kamala Harris in March called fucking Joe Biden a fucking rapist pedophile. But she's on his ticket now.
Well, look what Trump did with Ted Cruz and Lindsey Graham. Now, granted, their wives are probably a little, a lot. I mean, you can go back and forth on, like, well, I can't do this because this guy said this and this guy said this, but this guy said, you know, that like I said, that's why we're in such a shitty fucking predicament. Used to be, if a candidate got caught with a fucking sexy model on a boat somewhere, you know, they were pretty much fucked. What was that one election, that one campaign year was like 4 different people got caught with like sexy girls on boats or going to, you know, like parties and, you know, extramarital affairs, and that their careers were literally like done. You know, we're past that because it's not, oh, this guy said this. It's which guy do you think is shittier? Let's vote for the other guy.
Yeah.
I hoped so bad that this would be a landslide, and I really didn't even care which way. Like, that's what we needed, and what's going on now is the exact opposite of everything we need in this country. This is going to force the divide tighter. This whole counting, you know, 10,000, 20,000. The lead is 13,000 votes in one county, and one county is determining the election. Like, it's just
very hard. Yeah,
it's going to hurt so bad for everybody, and it just
that's like my cousin. He just left me a message on my phone on Facebook Messenger. Well, welcome to communism, cuz. And I didn't respond to it. I just kind of ignored it, you know. But he's a Trumper. But
from now on, just call me comrade. You know, I mean.
So, but yeah, like what Paulie's saying is right. It's just gonna have people. It's gonna be rough. That's for sure. People are divided big time. It's like an even line.
Last night, there's protests going on all over the country right now, but last night in Washington, D.C., there was a huge group of Democratic protesters that were burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. And I told Quasi earlier today, I said, fuck, I wish they'd have burned the motherfucker down, and then woke up today and found out their candidate won. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we need that kind of like, back the fuck up and calm down. It's only 4 years.
Yeah.
Policies and reputations can change in less than 4 years.
That's true too.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the president has very little power to do anything. It's all fucking Senate, you know.
But go to war.
Well, yeah, I
track
mean,
the
no,
entire
that's
world
like
data.
literally not true, Paulie. He's got a lot of maybe not like specific, but yeah, when you're the president, a lot of times you can make shit fucking happen. You know,
Like, okay, give me an example. I mean, I really.
Never mind. Just
No, I'm just curious, bud. Worst case scenario, because the same could be said with Biden, right? Hello,
I'm
Comma.
not saying it wouldn't.
You know what
I'm
I mean?
not
No,
saying it.
I'm not being argumentative. Don't get the wrong idea.
No. Look, Paulie. Look, serious. Let's just agree that neither side is very popular with half of the fucking country. Okay, if you get Trump, there's a lot of people that aren't going to like it, and there's going to be a lot of fucking problems with that.
Sure.
If
Agreed.
you get Biden, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be pissed off as fuck because the prophet of God didn't get fucking put back, and somehow it's going to be God's judgment. These are the people I'm worried about, Paulie, because they're not afraid to die for Jesus, just like radical,
In all of the protests that we've had, in all the violence that we've had, these are not Republicans out here tearing shit up, right? They're Democrats that are out here tearing shit up. It's Democrats that assassinate presidents. That's what scares me more than anything.
Yeah, but the Russians paid by the Republicans are the ones tricking them to tear shit up. Boom. Blew your mind.
Appreciate your comedy, Quasi.
You're welcome.
So the person, the Democratic president who gets shot is what, a registered voter in which party?
Beg your pardon?
You said it's always something about the Democratic presidents to get shot and stuff like that.
No, other way around.
Or what do you mean?
I mean, the majority of cases where violence comes in, it's not Republicans that cause the violence. It's Democrats.
Well, but there's
Look at all this rioting and shit that's been
no, because of policies, because of a lot of things. Now, I don't agree with a lot of what's going on, right? However, I do agree with a lot of what's going on when it comes to people being ignored, and I don't. Jesus fuck.
I'm not arguing a defense.
No, I'm really. Look, Paulie. Seriously, I get that. Okay, we're fucked. Okay, we're fucked. I mean, we're gonna get a certain side from Trump, and you can't say there won't be. There's a bunch of people out there blocking fucking freeways. I thought the Trump boat parade was funny though, but it just you're gonna have that. You're gonna have people. Trump is a brand. He's already and whether you think it's real or not, he's already been linked to that OAN network. He doesn't make it as president. There's still going to be Trumpism. Okay. Now, whether you think that's real or not, it's fucking real. Same with the Proud Boys and stuff like that.
The same with Black Lives Matter or Antifa.
No,
right?
I'm not a big fan of Black Lives Matter or fuck Antifa. Fuck them all. Seriously, I still have a problem with Black Lives Matters from a few years ago out here where they fucking destroyed certain people's lives that had nothing to do with anything. So a political statement or something, I don't give two fucks at this point about either one. But I'd rather, Jesus.
Remember what Martin Luther King Jr. said about violence and destroying shit? It just makes people angry and makes it worse. He said it a lot better than that, but I'm retarded and Canadian.
Well, I mean, everybody be quiet, damn it. And look, don't anyone think that I'm trying to defend anybody, right? I am the most open fence sitter in the world. I'm watching both sides and kind of freaked out because I'm in the middle. So when shit goes off, you know, I'm in the fucking middle.
Yeah, I really killed the hangout there. Sorry about that. Yeah, Paul, you're definitely in the middle. That's for sure.
I just hope that one day in my life, we can have an argument about which person's better, not which one's worse. That's what I look forward to.
Right? Remember when that used to be a thing with candidates? JFK, LBJ. Who else? Clinton, Obama. Maybe not Clinton.
I don't know how it works for you guys, but once a month, on the first Tuesday of the month, at 10 o'clock in the morning, they test all of the fucking emergency sirens in town. And so every 4 years that gets to happen on election day. And this year it was kind of alarming.
Wait, really? They really do that on election day?
Well, the first Tuesday in November is always election day. Right. So it just so happens that our local emergency system tests on the first Tuesday of every month. So the first Tuesday in November at 10 o'clock in the morning, all the fucking sirens go off just like every other month.
Oh, do you guys have like tornado sirens and shit like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we don't. In my province, we don't have that because the worst we get are floods. If there's lots of snow in the winter and it floods the river. That's the worst that happens here. Besides TV emergency broadcasts.
So you just do it once a month there, Adam?
Tests on Wednesdays. Which Wednesdays?
Oh, he's
Every
talking
Wednesday?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once a month.
A lot of small towns around here, they just blow the siren at noon every day.
No shit, every day.
Yeah. So you know it's noon.
Yeah, that's nice.
Air raids coming in every noon.
Yeah.
Well, we got factories here that they'll do that like at the start of work in the morning, at break end, and then in the afternoon. And depending on where you're at in town, you can hear their fucking sirens going.
Yeah, where they process tar sand oil, I think they have like these giant lakes, and they have to have like large sirens to keep birds from landing in it. So they'll blow those off every now and then, keep birds off of it, or else they fucking die or some shit like that. Especially if it's like a certain bird, they can get big fines for it.
Well, at any rate, I got to go to bed. I got to be up early.
Have a great night, Mud.
So I'll see y'all later.
Night, night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Or the trolls or something. I think we lost Grampy. Grampy, you okay there, man? Did you stroke out? Uh-oh. Come in, Grampy. Do we need to call 911 if he doesn't respond in 20 minutes? Send in the RCMP? No? Okay.
They'll be there in like 13 days.
Yeah. Give or take a couple weeks. Horses aren't that fast, and with the lockdown at the border. They got to sneak in, and those are hard with horses,
Not to mention they have to mount them.
right? Got to make sure their vaginas are in check and that they're good and ready for Vaughn to model. Hopefully he's pooping and token. I'm worried about him with his lungs and stuff.
So what the hell is Mr. Robbie Battle up to?
Oh, just been well, I've muted myself here for a bit. I've been talking to you guys and been in the other room watching the emo stuff. And that stuff's been pretty funny. Him and Lady Di.
Oh, is he
Emo's
live?
Yeah, he's got a live stream going, and Lady Di's got her own little stream going on. And then in between, there's people making videos about it, so it's pretty funny.
That 12-minute rage video of his was holy fuck. That was the craziest I've seen of him go off. He was screaming so loud his mic just went.
I thought he was gonna have a heart attack
Right.
or something.
He wouldn't.
He
raged so hard. He went into like a trance there for a minute. He just.
See the way he did his hands, like
started shaking.
That shit was like a seizure or something.
Right.
You know, like
just pounds his desk and screams so loud his microphones literally go silent for like a couple seconds.
I mean, like I acted a fool in here some years back, but I've never got to the point where I banged on a computer desk or I don't get it. It's just crazy.
He did the "Give Me Back My Wife" pounding on the desk while I'm holding thing, but with both hands, just screaming as loud as he could. It was intense. One point he went like,
"Watch my wife. What evil did I do?"
Right. I think Secular.
What evil?
I think Secular is actually going to play that video in the next Weirdo Wonderland. He hinted at it at the end of the last one.
Why does Emo keep flagging my videos but doesn't flag anybody else's?
I don't understand that. For some reason, he's got a hate boner for you. And you don't really do. You haven't really done much to him.
I think it's Gary's fault.
Fuck Gary.
I think he associates Lobster with Gary.
That's what I'm saying.
He seems to do that. Yeah, like he's like one of these people that just has like an association thing. Like
he's probably got the hots for you
I guess
too. He's jealous he can't have you.
I don't think
that's
too,
like,
but I think there's some subliminal thing, right? Like he'll make these fucking emo videos and he's like, and yeah, fuck you, Grampy Lobster, you're fucking next, right? Like, and I think it just planted a seed in Emo's head that you're fucking next.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when people like do videos, either, I mean, it shows creativity, like the Kerry Snowflake videos and Tatted Aviator videos and other people. I mean, I spend sometimes, like with that last one, I spent a long time putting that fucking shit together. And I didn't put any, like words in there like fuck you, Emo. Flag this one, you dickhead thing. I mean, I just put stuff in that he said, but he flags, at least mine's creative. It's a show. You know what I mean? It was like, using his own words, I guess, is really offensive to him, because I'm using his intellectual property because see, when you get to a certain point, when you get over that 1,000 thing or whatever, that when people use your stuff, you get contacted apparently. So because it was like, I don't know, but yeah, I wasn't gonna fight it. It's on BitChute though. I wasn't gonna fight it because I would have had to give him my personal information, and I won't do that because he's already fucking doxed. I mean, people on
doxed his friend.
Yeah,
supposed friend.
Yeah, the person that lent him $1,600 you know. So I mean, fuck me, you know. I mean,
Yeah, if he would dox anybody. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
so I mean, it just. I have a strange feeling his channel is going to be gone pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
not to say that like I don't I'm not going to flag people because a lot of times their own words come back to haunt them. The things that they do. Look at Von Helton. Look at Shanny. Look at Emo. You know, other people will. Other people are taking care of things. He's going to get. He deserves every fucking bit and more that's coming to him from wherever it's going to be coming from. I mean, he's shown that he's like literally. I mean, goddamn, how old is Lady? I mean, except forget the
71.
Okay, 71. Still, she's 10 years older than me. Forget that. At all of it. This is a woman who took a lot of shit. Now, I don't, you know, some of her views, you know, I don't agree with, you know, with the, but I'm sure that she's a very nice, intelligent lady. You know,
Yeah.
she'd have to be, you know, she has certain views and I think a lot of this, like she got caught up in all this shit. And when she tried to defend Emo and reach out as a friend, he fucked her.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, well, that's your fault for giving me the money.
Yeah, that's what really irritates me is he acts like there's nothing he can do that's wrong. It's like it's always a twist to it, you know.
Yeah.
If he does something, somehow it lies on you or somebody else.
Yeah. I mean,
and those kind of people, you can tell the parenting wasn't good. Whoever his mother was, I'm sorry, he didn't get proper raising. I mean that he doesn't have the natural things that people have that would make them good human beings.
Well,
He just don't have
I've met people that had a really nice upbringing that were like
good parents, and they still turn out like shit.
And I think Emo would have like turned out to be a shit. I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea about his mother.
Yeah. Could be like we're saying the narcissism element to it. People like that, they just are what they call it. Yeah, narcissist.
I just think he's sad that like nobody wants to be his friend. He had to get his stepbrother that he's known for 14 years now, you know, to like stick up.
The thing is, people's tried to be his friends, but he does push them off, kind of like Von Helton in a lot of ways.
Well, yeah, you give them money, and the first thing they do is shit on you, you know.
Yeah.
I was talking to Solar again the other night, and that's still, I think that affected him, you know, about him, because he's a kind guy, he's a giving guy, you know, and he's the kind of guy that wants to help you, you know, and if you need something, you know, if he can, but now he's like he was telling me, he goes, I don't do that anymore, you know, a lot of people that like give people money and then they shit on them like that. I mean, it's not even over a disagreement of something somebody said. It's just he goes just balls out. Well, I'm not going to pay it this time. And now she's crapping on me, and well, I was going to pay you back, but I mean the whole thing. If the $800, he needed a new refrigerator, $1,600. He got one for $800. Now, first thing he should do is like say, first of all, thank you. Here's a receipt for what I here's the rest of your money back. The rest of your send it on PayPal, right? And pay for her PayPal that she used to send you the fucking money, you know? And say, thank you. I'll start paying, as soon as, like we said before, this happens, boom. But he starts buying all this shit, like stupid Big Mac pizza. I mean, it's like, ew, I mean, Big Mac pizza. I mean,
I can't see that being.
Yeah,
good.
What do they get, a Big Mac and just smear it all over some fucking pizza crust? Yeah,
Wait,
it's like that sauce they use. You know, I wonder how
Yeah.
they incorporate that into pizza.
The
Yeah,
place actually makes a Big Mac pizza.
apparently.
There's
Oh,
some
that's
place that
gross.
does where he lives in Maine. Yeah.
I know Domino's recently started like a cheeseburger pizza, but a Big
Yeah.
Mac, Big
Yeah.
Mac pizza, that'd be gross. With the special
Yeah.
sauce, fucking
I've-
baked in an oven, that'd be
Yeah.
nasty.
I've had a cheeseburger pizza. A few places have done them. Some of them are pretty good. It tastes like a cheeseburger. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That makes sense because it's cheese and a burger and
Bacon
bacon.
cheese,
and
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
But
Don't know if you guys have this place up north, but we have a little place called Pizza Inn. It's in different states, and they make kind of like small pizzas, but they're like that. They're like specialty pizzas. They'll do like weird stuff like that. They're actually pretty good, but I've never, like I say, the Big Mac. I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
I have a
the
hard
special
time.
sauce would not work on a pizza at all.
yeah, I have a hard time with chicken on pizza. You know, I mean,
Chicken pizza.
yeah. I mean, I've tasted it like, yeah, there's something pretty good and everything, but when I see some of the stuff they put on pizza now, it's
The Pizza Hut barbecue chicken's actually pretty fucking good. I tried it once.
oh yeah, no,
It's not too
That one's good.
uh,
You think it wouldn't work, but it does actually.
oh
It's
yeah,
good.
I mean,
Papa,
Papa
Papa
John's.
John's,
are like
oh.
super pizza.
well, they're
Oh, they're
racist
gonna
as fuck. So
Oh yeah, they are.
figure be like Papa John's is like really. They closed 2 Papa John's around here, like a few years back. 'Cause we got like so many places where you can get like real pizza, and it's better than Papa John's. And yeah, they didn't really do too well out here. But
Yeah, I need to come up and taste some real pizza. I'm told up north they got good pizza.
oh yeah, there's places all over the country where you can get good Italian pizza because the guys, knows how to make pizza. I mean, I'm not saying there's Italians or whatever, that everywhere, but yeah, I don't know. In certain parts of the country, though, it's like Quasi. Have you ever wondered why they play hockey in Arizona?
because it's awesome or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Why
but
do they play hockey?
yeah, it's in the middle of the desert, though. I just, fuck. Man, chefs have died in the foodie wars.
Many chefs have died.
Oh.
Many. I typed
okay.
that one. I fucked that one up.
Because the Canadians that came to Arizona. Yeah, what was it? Wayne Gretzky, he thought that'd be a good idea to put a fucking hockey team in fucking Phoenix, Arizona.
Wayne Gretzky. I actually, when I lived in Canada, I worked for a debt collection company, and her name was Nikki Gretzky, and she was married to his brother. He lived like in Ontario.
Yeah.
I never did. I mean, I didn't really know. I knew who Wayne Gretzky was, but I didn't think nothing of it when I was working there. And she started telling me, "Oh yeah, I'm married to his brother." It's legit. I mean, he played for a local team there, and his brother wasn't as good as Wayne, obviously.
No,
Obviously.
look, Fat Photog, I get it. Skating rink technology has improved. I understand that. It's just like another example. Hockey in Florida or Texas, for that matter. Now, Texas football, sure, absolutely, I get that. Baseball, a lot of fucking sports, but I don't think I don't give a shit. I mean, okay, I'm old, but I just I have a hard enough time having. I mean, okay, I remember the LA Kings. Okay, that was an exception because that was entertainment. It was a really bad hockey team, and we had really good, But
now, if you had curling in Arizona, that would be a real head
Oh
scratcher.
God, that's so boring.
yeah, but you know what? You know what? I did find a game on my computer that I play that is actually curling. that actually makes it kind of fun because there's like fake money involved. Yeah, exactly. And as long as there's a fake money or fake trophy, it's fucking it's all out war.
I like to watch the girl when they.
I remember in elementary school we would play curling with fucking beanbags in like the gym. They would make us play that. It was so bad.
I was always like, what the fuck is this? It's just like, how did this come about? I mean, brooms and, is it shuffleboard in cold weather?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, it just,
I love to watch. It's funny to watch them get all
I've seen people like lose I've seen people like lose their fucking shit. You'd think that
it's the only time Canadians can lose their shit and be okay with it.
Yeah, the game down here, they're now doing tournaments on it. Cornhole.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That used to be called beanbags, didn't it?
All right, yeah, throwing beanbags.
When I was a kid, there was like beanbag game, right? Where they have a board that had little holes in it, and you get a beanbag, and you throw the fucking beanbag through the fucking hole. A lot of times at kids' parties, right? If you get it through the hole, you get a fucking prize. Now it's like I saw it on ESPN, some fucking national cornhole tournament. First of all, the term cornhole is. Okay, I find a lot of things funny. Cornhole to me is like, the pooper.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I was just like, first time I saw it, I didn't know what cornhole was. That was a while back, and I'm like,
cornholio.
It's like fucking beanbags. They're playing beanbags, and oh, geez, the amount of money people spend on their cornhole fucking like boards or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, holy fuck, the aerodynamic beanbags or some shit. I don't fucking know.
They're crazy about that here. There's a lot of people that are into it in this area.
I used
to play horseshoes.
Yeah, horseshoes, fine, great. That's I get that, But, watching people play like a game that we played as like little kid at kids' parties or some shit, like throw the bag in the fucking hole and win a prize, Now it's cornhole. I wonder who came up with the name. Probably some homosexual.
Getting a joke out over the streets, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, get your beanbag in my cornhole.
Yeah, exactly.
If you do, you got a prize.
There you go. Fucking
yeah.
We've got this game, and it's really gay, so we've got to give it to gay. No, that's really sounds bad.
If you get your cornhole in my beanbag, you got to put your fist in there to get it back.
Sometimes. Too bad Mudbrucker's not in here because he could talk about where he actually used his arm to artificially inseminate a cow or a horse. Probably both.
I bet Vaughn's super jealous of that.
I know. Because he's, for an older gentleman, he knows how to treat the ladies, and he's really well endowed. Ooh.
Well endowed.
All right, we heard that in that video, in that interview.
He just wants his models to be super realistic inside and out. He's got to put his hand in there to measure the dimensions.
Did you see cornhole is for people that can't be trusted with horseshoes?
That's true.
Granted, I've never been a big horseshoe game either, or I've never played much horseshoes. I was really a big fan.
I suck at it, but I play it.
Yeah, I was really bad though. I don't aim. I mean, my trajectory, whatever, all that shit. Yeah, you had to like stand way. I wasn't good.
Yeah.
But I saw somebody posted. Apparently, the people in Lover's Lab are pissed off at Stinky He's been. Did you see that post? Vietnamese mail order bride.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's pretty fucked up, you know. When the creepy people even think you're creepy.
Right. You're creepy and you talk like you know shit and all this stuff and
Yeah.
talking about freedom of speech. It's all bullshit. You're a loser.
I just can't believe he found somebody that would marry him and have kids from him. That's what really.
Well,
It's. I have to sit back like, how did that happen?
Well, he tricked a young, impressionable, mentally challenged
Yeah.
young woman.
She's half, challenge and
Quasi put it better
it's
than
just
I
hard.
usually do. I was half retarded, schizophrenic, dipshit. Yeah, I mean, not like doesn't
Well,
have
he's gender schizo, but yeah.
yeah, doesn't have like mentally two nickels to rub together. I guess, but yeah, he. And then and the first thing he did was he just started mounting her. You know, he said like he said, they used to fuck like rabbits, which I remember him actually. Yeah, no, he's actually say that. He goes, "Oh, we used to fuck like rabbits," and I'm like, "Oh man, that's just fucked up, man." Wow, there's actually 6 people fucking watching this. Wow. Hey, if you haven't shared this or subscribed or something like that, in no way, shape, or form are we on a mission to get 1,000 subs on this one. But things that
And go buy a fucking t-shirt.
But
Yeah, go buy a t-shirt, you cheap fucks. I've
Grant-
worked on that shit.
Grampy, thank you, Quasi.
And Christina Blackfeather, who made it.
Yeah.
There's also hoodies and coffee cups and all that good shit.
Yeah,
Masks.
got mouse pads and condoms and.
What did you think about that full size shirt? You know, the logo that was kind of like wrapped around the shirt. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they are cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, because my channel has a problem with strikes, and apparently, this time, I'm not sure how long it's going to be until I don't know how long it's going to be until it's going to be. Let me see, on the 22nd. Of November, my strike from Fat Elvis is over. So I probably should be able to live stream again on that. But I hate just like getting on camera and talking and stuff and then premiering it and shit and then watching myself talk. Yeah, so I still like to, run my mouth and shit like that. And can't wait for Stinky to fucking become homeless, and can't wait if you don't buy a t-shirt, he will talk to you. But yeah, so Emo's like losing his shit. Is any update?
Right. Speaking of Emo, he's actually, if you may have seen it, but one of his streams, he has a commercial. I guess Teespring must do a commercial for people because he's got a commercial where it has these models wearing his shirt. It's like nobody would be caught dead wearing that shirt.
That's gotta be. Oh, that's gotta be like that's worse than that. Von Helton getting a picture of himself going, that evil Von Helton guy, or some shit like that. Oh God, that.
Brants, yeah, is what it says. Emo King of Brants.
No,
it has like this.
Yeah. Once again, the thing is, self-awareness. Like if he realized that he had the way he's like, oh yeah, I'm the king of rants now, and but he's just he's not the best. His style is just that of a raging fucking or ranting short little fat hairy dwarf, that hopefully, and I Lady Di doesn't seem like the type of person, especially how this has affected her, and like the amount of money type stuff too, and what's transpired. I have a strange feeling that I almost said Stinky, that Emo's gonna have some fucking problems really soon.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
with the food stamp thing, look, you could. I mean, I'm not one to like judge somebody and the partner they're with. I mean, or like when I see a couple, I go, yeah, they don't look like they really get along too well, or oh, they look like a nice couple, or yeah. I mean, I seriously think that Michael and Emo got married or whatever it is in Maine, right, for tax purposes.
Oh yeah.
Now he does, because I noticed that when he flagged my, he doesn't call himself Howling Wolf anymore. He goes by the last name of Nelson, which that's common knowledge. You know, I'm not doxing anybody. So he's using Michael's last name. And from what I've heard, both of them still probably claim head of household or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know, because if nobody says, I don't know. I have a feeling that it goes deeper than that. I have a strange feeling it's going to go much deeper than that. I really do. Just how he's so comfortable with just shitting on people. And then
marriage out of convenience. I don't think it's really like a typical couple that gets married because they love. I'm not gonna say they don't love each other.
I'm not saying they don't smash diapers and you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I mean, if you watch his wedding video,
they wouldn't even kiss. They hugged.
and they hugged real quick, and then his mom and him were wearing matching shirts. You know, I mean, and then Michael's like, "Oh, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be." You know, it was like, wow, I could just feel I just felt the passion. I felt the love. You know.
Every time I see Mike, I think about the guy on the PBS coloring. Bob, what's his name? The dude used to paint in PBS back in the
Bob Ross?
70s. Yeah, he looks like him a little bit.
I don't know. Buck Melanoma, he can look like Emo really well, but then you gotta well, who doesn't love Buck? But oh yeah, Bozo, that would be. I'd like to see what Bozo could do with Schemo. I really I mean, hey, he could make Michelle Best. I mean, sure, and that's why I hate doing it sometimes. The only time I really ever do Michelle Best is when I can get her to like mention me or go on some rant, or when that other Grampy Lobster's in the fucking chat and I'm watching it going, Jesus, that's not even me, you know? I mean, but Stinky flexing on a mug would be priceless.
I love that damn Von Hilton thing there.
Yeah, but fuck, I mean, with Bozo, the way he can make Michelle Best funny, entertaining, I can just imagine that might actually cause Emo to stroke out. I don't really think Emo could handle a good, but then Bozo would get a strike, you know, and then there would go his career, his reputation, and I don't think Bozo could. I don't know. I think if we all like stand up and like support Bozo, I think he could survive this. But if he ever got a flag from Emo, I'm the only one he fucking flags, and I don't fucking get that, you know. Quasi, you're starting to trigger me, man.
I love that damn.
Wow. Triggering.
I like the one with the Von Hilton face we had earlier on.
You know why it's triggering you? Because you're scared of him. You're scared he's gonna whoop your ass. He's gonna find you. He's gonna come beat your ass. And you're scared. You're shaking.
Oh god.
You see that big ass white skull on his chest, and you're shaking like those Canadian cards.
Well, they saw the tattoo on his chest, so that's pretty much what got them.
That big ass white skull on his T-shirt. That's right.
I know, yeah, but he's got that on his chest too. Um,
No, he doesn't. Remember when he took off his shirt for that lady who wanted to
No.
suck his dick? No.
he claimed he said when he was at the border, that they may have seen that tattoo on his chest. So,
Oh, I thought it was on his T-shirt. I'm pretty sure it was
No.
T-shirt.
chest.
Well, he says chest, but I'm pretty sure he means T-shirt.
Oh, now you're speaking for Stinky?
I am, as an official Stinky historian, amateur historian. Like, who drives up to a border guard with no shirt when you're going to Canada?
First of all, it's cold in Canada that I hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is cold. You gotta wear a shirt, man. I mean, look at Vaughn's already wearing a sweater, and it's not even winter in Kentucky.
Stinky getting a tattoo would be amazing. Oh God! At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some giant fucking pentagram or some shit tattooed on him, and he takes his shirt off. And does this show you that I'm the, because somewhere or another it'll prove,
Get his swole legs tattooed.
Oh God, that's some nasty fucking. Yeah.
If they did that with a tattoo needle, it'd probably start leaking water or start leaking Mountain Dew. Just start pouring out.
That would creep out Dr. Pimple Popper, man. I still can't watch that show. I don't do those. Oh, dude.
Oh, I love pimple popping videos. It's like a weird fascination.
Oh, yeah.
Once you pop, you can't stop. I don't know. It's weird, but I find them like it's oddly satisfying. It's weird.
Nah.
I don't watch them that often, but yeah.
Oh no, I just There's a lot of things I can watch. It's just the pus and the coming out. It's like, oh no,
especially if it's a good.
That's like
big one.
Fear Factor. I can watch that. There's a channel that plays Fear Factor reruns on Pluto TV. My mom watches.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Eating worms.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be like, no, it's okay. Never mind. Sure. I mean, how do I know they're not good? I don't know, but it's just, I'm not a picky eater, per se. There's a lot of things that I've tried, that I was like, okay, they liked it. Or it's like, I remember what, but it's just, but a lot of those things, no, I'm not going to eat, like worm, and, like, all sorts of
horse peanut.
Yeah.
They'd be eating some crazy shit.
There's a lot of, there's a lot of parts on the cow that people eat without ever knowing it and stuff like that. But I don't want to have like balls, like these are like deep fried cow nuts, or like baked cow dick or something. No, that ain't gonna happen. 10 years old, blackhead removal by yeah. God, people that have like blackheads, like you ever see those people like on the side of their head? They've got like blackheads, like just these big fucking things, and they're like, ugh.
It's the best ones are like the people who are like in like a poor country and work in the field all day because the sun is actually what turns them black. So they have like these giant ones that have never been popped in 20 years, and they're like, those are the best videos. Yeah, because they have like just massive ones. They're so great.
I feel like going in the bathroom and getting like facial soap and like a big louver and just like scrubbing your fucking face.
That's that they have like the rail workers have that real hard soap that it's like green orange. Yeah.
Oh, you know what I did one time, Robbie? Oh God, you've documented a few things you've done on the internet, but I got to tell you this. I actually used lava soap on my face one time. Oh my God. I felt my face hurt for like a week. Or maybe not, but it was just, I didn't realize that you scrub like 3 layers of skin off your fucking face. Oh, I was just beet red, just like, oh, that was stupid. Oh, Jesus, I'm glad I didn't wash my balls with that, No, because I was out doing some stuff. It was years ago, and I was like, oh man, I gotta wash up before I take a shower. Even I was like, just taking my clothes off and shit. I had like stuff, and yeah, I figured I was using like the lava soap on my hands, and all of a sudden I was like, I started like scrubbing on my face with it, and God, within like 5 minutes, my face fucking felt like it was on fire.
Gotta get some tactical soap. Smell like a man.
Oh, jeez. So, oh, jeez. No, I'm not. But, so is Cove still got to leave his apartment?
I'm pretty sure he does, yeah.
Oh, because he was saying something, they can't evict people during the pandemic or something, but.
I mean, they shouldn't, but yeah.
Yeah. But what he's done to that apartment, though, is, I mean.
Yeah, no, the only eviction protection is due to non-payment of rent, not for destruction of property.
Right. And even then, I think they froze it for a while, but they could still file you for eviction. So once they opened it up, you would get the courts would process it.
No, I mean it's. I mean, I think they say they just chose not to renew his lease, so he's not technically getting evicted.
Lost his security deposit, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, and it's like, oh, me and my dad are gonna go in there and pull the carpet out and paint and everything. It's like, nah, they're gonna probably like do that, and then you're gonna get a bill. That's where
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, that's where his fucking security deposit. They're gonna start with that,
I think he said $6,000 they owe in damages.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Yeah.
The carpet, the kitchen, the walls. Yeah.
What did he do to that place?
He tried to light it on fire a few times. I mean,
He lived in it like a man. Like a man, baby.
Well, he's spray painting in the fucking building for starters.
mm-hmm.
Oh god. Oh.
Which is okay as long as you get all the paint on your wand, not the walls. Right? Especially if you keep all the windows closed and you spray paint, then you light up a smoke. Poof.
Damn.
Oh god. Oh shit. Oh. The Green River Killer. Oh, but oh jeez. Overspray is real. Oh, I can imagine. Jesus. I was watching one of his videos earlier, and it seemed like it's cleaned up a little bit in there. It doesn't, look as So I mean, maybe they'll, maybe his dad's got some pull in his town. So I mean, I wonder. Do you think he's gonna have to live with his dad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's what I think.
See, that's why I think Dad's gonna try to do something. Maybe. Oops, sorry.
Of that remaining 765,000 bucket of votes.
Oh, shut up. But maybe his dad's gonna pull some strings. Maybe because his dad doesn't want him live. He doesn't want to live with his geez.
If I say the word or the phrase "wop," do you know what that's referring to? WAP, WAP.
That's some wet ass pussy.
I didn't have any idea going into yesterday that the election would come down to a WAP. You know what I mean? Wisconsin, Arizona, Pennsylvania, motherfucker.
You mean WOP? WOP. You're using that racial slur.
Cobb's dad is
No.
a professor. Oh shit!
Seriously? Wow.
That's what Adam's saying.
Professor of what? Women's studies?
Oh, now we're getting
Bazinga.
white Canadian.
I'm going to
privilege.
guess that he's a professor of art. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
Teaches
Photography.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe like the professor in Waterboy. The alligator is so angry because of the medulla oblongata.
Sorry, how's your mom doing, son?
Mama.
Wow.
Mama said.
So I had a birthday go by a couple weeks ago. You guys are aware of that.
Happy
An
birthday.
interesting
Yeah.
thing happened since then. My phone automatically keeps giving me this shit in all of my streams that's like, hook up with singles older than 50.
Yeah,
Nice. You should do that.
I get those. I get email. Yeah.
Especially if they're Vietnamese, they're super easy. You can score like that, man.
Yeah, I should totally trade my 30-something wife.
After a long time.
Yeah, man. You could get like a 20-year-old diplomatic one. Hell yeah. Who knows? Maybe Abby's down for that.
Somebody knows, dude. It's
Yeah. Nobody knows. Man.
I don't know. The whole idea of a mail order bride or like travel. I mean, I don't know.
That poor girl has no idea what she's in for.
Jeez, God. She's gonna need that fucking diplomatic community after what she does to Stinky when she realizes what he got her into.
Right. Probably telling her, "Oh, I got 6.5 million in inheritance, baby." And then she's gonna come down to a trailer with nothing.
Cherokee royalty.
All those puppies,
Look at all.
those puppies you got her to eat are fucking dead. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's Koreans or Chinese. Oh fuck, that was racist. Sorry. I'm bad. I will shut up and punish myself.
I don't get it, man. I just don't fucking get it. This whole count and vote shit's driving me crazy, fellas. Like, American Idol can count 130 million fucking votes in a commercial break.
And when's the last time you got your mail delivered at 4 a.m. and then bam, they got
100,000 votes.
Votes for Biden, and the Trump votes are on the side of the road. It's crazy. It don't make sense. Chewbacca. That was pretty good.
That wasn't even a Chewbacca voice. That was wow.
That was like a
That was the
kitty
closest.
Chewbacca.
Yeah, that was closest thing I could come up with.
Waka waka waka.
Oh, now you're doing Fozzie Bear.
Who doesn't love Fozzie?
Yeah.
Damn right. Damn right.
Do you remember how popular that TV show used to be? I mean, I'm not talking about the reruns, but that used to be like primetime fucking TV, you know, back in the day.
The
They had,
Muppets
like,
family TV for us. Like, I mean, that's where we got to see musical bands and shit.
Yeah.
First time I saw Alice Cooper.
Yeah. Elton John. I mean, yeah.
No shit. On the Muppets?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, they
Right.
had great music guests, man. It was an awesome show.
Yeah, it was
Muppets like introducing today
Yeah.
our musical guest is Cannibal Corpse. Wow, waka 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 waka.
pretty much.
That's funny.
I
Hey
mean,
kids, you're gonna enjoy this one. Alice Cooper's singing about Satan.
well, they, you know.
Lemmy on there swearing and shit.
Well, yeah, well, Richard Pryor was on the Muppet Show, and he wasn't, you know, like like screaming and shit. I mean,
Well, you gotta watch out for Richard Pryor, though. He might set those Muppets on fire by accident. Freebasing,
they had I think they had a Muppet that was Beaker.
fireproof.
No, I don't think any of them were fireproof.
Wasn't
no,
it funny?
they didn't have flame retardants back then.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that was
it would have
back when they
funny.
still worried about kids' fucking pajamas catching on fire. You know, this stuff isn't flame retardant. You know,
Richard Pryor on the Muppets with the beaker, and he sets them on fire. That would have been funny.
yeah.
Just beaker freaking out. Ah!
I saw Bozo saw Alice a couple of times. I saw Alice Cooper in Alexandria, Louisiana, at the Rapides Parish Coliseum. Quite frankly, on accident, because it was a show that wasn't like publicized, and it was also like when he was like hitting like really rock bottom. Yeah, I mean he wasn't as anyway, but yeah, there was like 500 fucking people there. He still put on the show, you know, but it was like really weird.
I saw Little Feet on accident once like that. They, I was at a George Thorogood concert in Walnut Creek Amphitheater, North Carolina, and the show was over, and so people start piling out of the fucking amphitheater, and I'm like, this is too much, man. So we just sat down in the greens and lit up a joint, and they've turned all the stage lights off, and there's roadies running around on stage, and you know, hauling shit off and putting it away. And probably about 45 minutes into this lights out deal, you start hearing this, you know, playing that ancient Chinese song called Tuning. And then the fucking, you hear a guitar riff that you know. It goes like, and the lights come on, and Little Feet was playing the next day, and they come out on stage and they jammed out with George Thorogood for like an hour that night. It's pretty cool.
George Thorogood, nice.
Would have been a fun show. A lot of people think when the lights go down, the show's over. Folks, that's not necessarily the truth.
No, sometimes there's shit after the credits, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they started with spoilers. Remember when movies started doing that? You know, all of a sudden at the end, because it used to be like when the credits started showing, you know, a lot of times the curtain would fall, you know, okay, back when they had curtains at movie theaters. But it was time to go. You know, I mean, who wants to watch the fucking credits? That's
Right.
You know,
Let's all go to the lobby.
Remember when they would play the clips during the credits? That was the best part because you didn't have to wait,
yeah.
and it was right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so when it's over, and all of a sudden people started throwing like clips in the back, you know,
You know, little trailers on the end and shit.
yeah,
Right.
or
scenes.
what do they call them, flubs or outtakes or
Bloopers.
bloopers, you know, or you know other shit. So that got people to, you know, they tricked people, you know.
How many people ever since those Marvel movies started doing that now sit and wait for every movie credits, see if there's a scene?
Yeah, I mean it's
And
like
there's not.
Man, fuck that. I went to the theater for my birthday. I took the granddaughters, and we went and watched this War with Grandpa movie, by the way, which is fucking hilarious. De Niro did it good. But I'm never going back to the theater again. These fucking seats suck way worse than I remember.
what?
Oh, you
Theaters,
gotta,
the seating at theaters, it's awful.
yeah. You gotta find
God,
the ones
the
with like,
stadium seats and the God, those things are beautiful. They're like reclining stadium seats. I mean,
not
We don't
all.
have that fancy shit, bro.
Yeah.
oh,
There's one theater here where you get like lazy boys that recline back. It's fucking awesome.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I went to see that movie 1917, and
Yeah.
I was like really like comfortable. I mean, it was. I remember like the wooden seats, like old fold-up chairs. As soon as you move your butt a little bit, the fucking seat
Yeah.
kind of flip up. I mean, but
Some are better than others, definitely.
yeah, I mean, I've never been a big fan of movie theaters because I don't know, watching a movie in a building with strangers, it's kind of, it just, you know,
Right. You don't always have good seats either.
Yeah, or I just no, I could watch this at home. I mean, I'm like I know my wife likes to go to the movies. Her and her mom go, and I know people that go to the movies, and a lot of people wish they could go to movies now, but I'd still like rather just like watch it on my TV.
You can pause it to get a drink or go to the
Yeah, I
bathroom.
can go to the bathroom. I can go pee, or that's
Right.
Yeah, I get something to drink.
If you miss a line or something, you can go back, be like, "Oh, what did he say? Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice." Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
sure. I mean, the snacks are better, cheaper. The line is a lot shorter. I don't have to go walk out to my car. Even like bad weather,
One
Uh,
the Dunkirk I had to see in theaters because that one was great with the
Right.
filmed in 70mm film
oh,
or 75mm or whatever.
did that come out?
No, that was a while ago. Dunkirk, Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk
Oh,
movie.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
But,
one was great to see in theaters.
Yeah, it's just, I was amazed when I went to go see that 1917. But first, I thought it was great. It was like, but the price of food, they sell alcoholic beverages. You can buy alcohol at the movie theaters.
Some of them, yeah. Some, yeah.
Yeah, they had they have these value meals, these meal things, like numbered, like kind of McDonald's, but like a hot dog and a Coke and something is like $20.
$50, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? And people were buying it.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm like, fuck. I mean, my wife's purse carries a lot of fucking like candy and Twizzlers and
Yeah, it's like how they recoup their money because they'll try to keep ticket prices quote unquote reasonable, like $15 Canadian here.
yeah.
Then they'll drink and a popcorn is another like $30.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. God, I remember the only thing they sold in a movie usually was like popcorn and soda. I mean,
Or tacos and
or just
candy.
Candy,
Yeah.
It's people go to the movies. Like favorite place to go is like Family Dollar. You can get a whole bunch of fucking candy. Like at Family Dollar a lot cheaper than you can buy one fucking thing at the goddamn movie.
But yeah, it's like 100% markup there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, man. I mean, I don't know. If movie theaters let me play, so I'm good. Yeah, I can fucking get high watching the movie and shit. Not that I didn't go into fucking. I did see that movie. I was like really fucking high, but we went to Smash Burger first, and so really high and just had a nice stomach, nice hamburger from Smash Burger, big double one. I was like, get in that recliner chair. I was almost ready for a fucking nap because we got there like a half an hour before the fucking thing started. I'm sitting in this chair and I'm like, God damn, these are nice. They're like spaced out. You don't have to stand up when somebody needs to get up or anything like that.
Yeah, they're fucking great.
Yeah. And if you get the day matinees or something like that, the prices are a lot cheaper, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It kind of takes it away from me, man. I just I miss those really hard wooden chairs where your ass was asleep, or they'd have that stuff that kind of looked like a cushion on the seat for about 5 minutes. It's like, oh, these are nice. And then, yeah, I mean, I miss those days. Go to the IMAX place. I've been to an IMAX theater in Baltimore once years ago at the Science Center, but it was before everything was they had all these IMAX movies. It was a thing about it was like underwater stuff and like flying to the Grand Canyon, space. It was like really cool. But I've never actually seen a movie.
Yeah, when I went to see Dunkirk, it was on a quote unquote IMAX screen. It's not like the real one where it's like the really big floor to ceiling screen, but it's like half and half movie theater, half IMAX, where it's like actual film and shit like that.
Oh, so it's not like a giant, like
It's bigger than the traditional one, but it's not like giant IMAX where it's like you look down and it's all the way to the floor, and you look up and it's all the way to the ceiling, where it's like
Oh,
three
yeah.
stories.
yeah,
It's like in between.
like 6 stories. Yeah, it was
Right, yeah.
60 feet, something like that. I'm like, holy
Yeah.
fuck.
It's
But,
like half in between an IMAX screen and half in between a regular movie
Oh.
screen.
Okay.
There's-
I'm not a big fan of 3Ds. I mean, I don't know. I did see Shrek in 3D. And I remember having a pair of 3D glasses when I was a kid that really didn't,
Yeah, I saw the new Spider-Man movie in 3D, and it was okay. You're not really missing anything if you don't watch it in 3D. I find.
Yeah, sometimes it like throws out at you or something, or
I got to tell you, the most impressive of 3D movies I've ever seen was the Lion King, not Lion King, Jungle Book. Excuse me.
in 3D.
Oh man, it was done so well. It was just a few years ago when it came out.
Are you talking about the Disney?
It was
Disney
because
one?
it was made to be 3D right out of the gate. It wasn't modified, and it was impressive.
Huh. I never knew that. Well, we're up to 8 people watching, man.
Oh,
Chaos, how you doing? Welcome.
Anyone ever heard of those 4DX theaters where like the chairs rumble and they throw scents and wind and shit at you?
No, but I do remember Earthquake in Sense Around.
Wow.
Yeah, they used to make it. They tried to make it. I guess that's the way they filmed it. The actual theater didn't shake, but I guess in the movie theater, it kind of gave more of an appearance of but yeah, I think that was only the only movie that was ever filmed in Sense Around. I could be wrong.
Never seen anything in IMAX. Damn. They like schools would take us there for stuff. Like sometimes.
Yeah, the
As a
science.
kid.
Yeah, it was at the Science Center. You still have my grandparents' old Viewmasters. Oh God, kids today, they just don't know the struggle, Bozo. We had Viewmasters.
The hell is a Viewmaster?
It was this. Oh God, this thing you look through, right? Had these little discs with pictures and stuff, and you look through it, and
the red thing, and it had like a circle of pictures.
You go like that, yeah.
Oh, okay, I know. I know those, yeah.
Or they had these thing called Give a Show projectors, which was basically that. It was a slide projector, and you could show it like on your wall or something like that, and you'd slide little slides through it. And that was, cool.
What's crazy is they had 3D pictures back in like the 1900s. That was like a fad. You could hold them up in like you'd hold it up to your face, and they would have like two pictures that you would look at, and they would be a 3D.
Yeah.
3D picture.
Well, you get some sleep, Adam. You go grab that 10-hour shift tomorrow. He's such a working man. I know. Somebody needs to go tuck him in.
The lazy bastard.
Yeah.
You should try doing hangouts all day. That's real hard work.
I know. That's where all the
shifts. Third shift's the hardest, man. The hardest.
I know, because so many things can happen in the middle of the night.
Right.
It's, you're having to stay awake. It doesn't matter that you sleep all day,
You're windmilling, and you got to stay awake, or that fucking CPS, they'll have your ass.
Well, apparently, Bozo Viewmaster started in Portland. You have one of the first models they made were some buff. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that kids had back then that there was no such thing as collectibles back then, Those get rid of the first ones, those aren't as good as these brand new ones. It's like, But Bozo's the kind of guy that you probably he probably has like the first issue of pretty much everything. I'm pretty sure of that, fuck. Let me see. So, oh, they're on commercial. Just watching this going back and forth with election shit. It's like,
You guys want to hear a fun little news story?
what's that?
All right. Quincy, Illinois, Busing Hospital is now offering a free CNA program. The program coordinator says that anyone 18 years or older who passes a criminal background check can apply for the program. She says, quote, we're not bringing healthcare workers here, we're creating them. So anybody without healthcare experience, when hired into one of these roles, we're going to train them and we're going to pay them to become a CNA. The program covers tuition, books, and students only have to pay for the scrubs and their one-time state exam once the program is over.
Wow.
Heh, that's a healthcare crisis, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
So I think I'm going to add CNA to my fucking my resume. Why not?
You're going to train to be one?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Well, you could talk to Vaughn. He could probably teach you. You could probably get a lot of tips from him.
I know, right? Yeah. Abby
How to
did.
get to-
Because she's so short-handed, she got certified as a CNA as well because of all this COVID shit.
What's the length of the course?
I don't know if they're doing it rapid like they did her. Like she did the whole program in a week or two,
Right.
to get certified. I don't know how long a normal CNA program takes.
I know they used to, like at our local community college and other ones, they have like CNA programs, trained to be a CNA. I mean, entry level medical.
College, I think that's a 2-year thing usually. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's putting. Well, would they do like a competency test? Like,
Well, you have to pass a state. You have to pass a state exam,
right? But I mean, before the course starts,
I would hope so. Yeah, right. So they're not. Yeah, I know. I feel you. I would think that there probably should be, at least an interview process, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but yeah. Oh, geez. Because you can just imagine when they put out. Oh, I kept thinking that would be funny if that was literally the person that stepped off the fucking plane.
That would be funny.
And Vaughn would make her like take a bus ride to fucking Manchester or wherever the fuck.
At her own expense.
Yeah.
She is a diplomat after all, making that sweet Vietnamese dollar.
Oh man, when he started talking about like having like Vietnamese soldiers protecting his fucking house.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
I swear to God, he did. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Like, there'd be like, what was it, 5 or 9? Both those, I think it was 5.
How did I miss that? How did I miss
Vietnamese soldiers will be guarding and because his wife has diplomatic immunity.
That's when I said the motherfucker's signing up to be a. He wants his land to be a fucking communist piece of property. Fucking prick.
communist police state? He fought commies and now he's going to be protected by them. Oh my god, that's funny.
I know. Well, hey.
I don't know how I missed that.
Oh, geez, I was watching. That's when that's when you can escape kind of like from part of like just how much of a dirtbag he really is to just this is just fucking funny. Because when he starts bringing the Vietnamese, because like I said, folks, and he said this before, he's never had an Asian girlfriend. He's had the rest, but now he's going to have an Asian one and it's going to be his pride. See, I think what he's banking on, I think he's like, women in these countries are submissive. It's like, yeah, you forget these are the same ones that, You know, like
Fucking fought American soldiers.
Bitch gonna
Yeah.
teach him some shit in the fucking Manchester, Kentucky dojo.
Mr. Green's dojo, Hamilton, Kentucky.
She's gonna break out some guerrilla tactics on his ass.
Bungee sticks. Yeah.
All right.
He'll be digging pits around the property, like with spikes and shit, filled with gravy. I don't know.
Oh God, maybe that's what happened.
Filled with gravy.
and then you'll see, and also, but you'll see these like all of a sudden around the yard, you know, it's like little round things of like leaves, you know, so you make sure you don't like realize it as a hole, you know, and
So that's what happened to the puppies.
that's probably
Oh,
what
man.
happened.
Oh man.
I can see it now. Honey, go sleep in the car. No, you'll sleep in the car. Roundhouse kick or something.
No
TV
shit.
Mao. TV Mao.
Oh, jeez, fucking turn! You know, as soon as he turns
You're
around,
not being kimchi pot.
oh, jeez, spitting in a kimchi pot. That would probably get him shot.
We
I've,
kicked your ass in Vietnam.
you know, be a kimchi pot also.
You'll not win war. You left.
Yeah,
You lost.
we,
We won.
Funky Town. I love that Funky Town.
I like that too. It's fun.
It's fun to listen to when Stinky's fucking yelling, because it just, you know, that and popcorn. God, I remember when he was doing one of his unboxing videos, and he was pulling out the popcorn because, you know, kids love the popcorn, and then he goes, "Oh, popcorn! That's a song that dates yourself or whatever." And I was like, God damn it, I haven't thought of that stupid
How long
song.
you think it'll be before he has a still set up in the swamp?
He'll probably end up blowing himself up just trying to do that.
Anybody else catching on to the 4077 jokes?
No. I don't know what that
That's
is.
Korean. That's Korean.
I
not
know, but
Vietnamese.
it's just as fun, bro. Come on, Vietnam was nothing but Korea Part 2. You know that.
Right. It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Except this time China couldn't, get involved and help them. They had kicked Korea's ass, and then China was like, "Oh, check out all these thousands of troops."
Yeah, I mean, not that it mattered. How many people died in Vietnam? 400,000 or something? Like, unreal.
I think like 1 million at least. I don't know. It's gonna take them like 100
Let's talk
years.
about Americans. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, American. It was like 58,000 on the wall, and it's gonna take them like 100 years at the current rate to get rid of all the landmines they dropped in Laos and Cambodia and shit.
Well, they're still finding fucking mines and unexploded munitions in France from like
World War One.
1970. Yeah, I mean, matter of fact, White City, Oregon, at the VA domiciliary rehab, whatever. That used to be Camp White during World War II, and they had like German POWs. It's actually a history behind that. It used to be a very large training area during World War II. Now most of it's farmland. Very, very small part of it is actually, but they still have reports periodically of farmers plowing, finding unexploded ammunitions. I think when I lived out there, they actually had one explode, but it's
a lot of. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but they still find them out there occasionally.
Yeah, a lot of land they can't even farm because there's so many ordnance still underground.
Yeah.
Like it's just no man's land still. Yeah.
I mean, if you blow it, who are you going to sue? I mean,
Germany.
I mean, it's like, God, of all the places in the world, you had to step your fucking foot. It's like,
yeah. And the ones in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, toe poppers are just like they don't kill you; they just blow off your foot.
Yeah. I met a couple of people that lost parts of their extremities from shit that just went boom. And next thing you know,
And they
What?
look like little toys, so kids will pick them up and shit.
Oh yeah.
Little plastic things, yeah. Shit, it's fucked up.
No pee in the kimchi pot. Oh Jesus, Bozo. I'm gonna keep remembering that. Oh God. I can't. How long do you think Stinky can keep up this Vietnamese girlfriend thing going? Or how long?
Forever.
No, I mean, okay. Like I said, I have no idea if he's getting catfished, if this is in Skyrim, or if this is in some, like thing in his head, or if somebody's catfishing him. Hopefully, I mean, personally, I hope somebody's catfishing him. I really fucking do, because if somebody's catfishing him, to me, man, I mean, that.
I hope it's real. I hope it's real.
Yeah.
She moves out there and she kicks his ass. Because those Vietnamese girls, they don't play around.
Oh no shit.
Man.
Not that I've ever had my. Okay, we're kind of like getting in a little line there, quasi, about being stereotypical racist, and
I wasn't being racist though.
I mean,
I was giving them props. They don't put up with shit, man.
I know you're Canadian, and
We have Vietnamese people here.
oh, I know. I still remember when they had the Vietnamese refugees, Camp Pendleton, California. A lot of them lived in Quonset huts for the longest time.
The boat people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like,
And not like fresh off the boat kind of thing, but they actually came on a boat escaping Vietnam.
yeah, they and a lot of people, even like after Vietnam was over, a lot of people, a lot of people who had didn't know anything about Vietnamese people or cultures or who they were or anything like that. A lot of people in this country, when they came over, I mean, they were, I'd say, not even considered human to a lot of people. They got a lot of fucking. They went through a lot of fucking shit. I mean, like San Diego. I lived down there when that was going on, and there was a lot of people that just didn't want the Vietnam.
Right. Well, they were the enemy for 10 years. So
yeah, and when like kids would get integrated into school, a lot of them had a lot of. It was almost like with the Muslim thing now. Not really the same because it's a religion,
right.
Culture, but kind of the same. Like totally unknown that some people think that every Muslim is some guy that runs around with a fucking bomb strapped around.
Or just any brown person with a turban, a Sikh. They get confused for Muslims all the time, even though they're like totally different and super peaceful.
Yeah.
I should totally have a wrench in this YouTube shit. I don't even know if my link's a link. Anyway, I dropped a link there. You should watch that. It's a buddy of mine. It happened like 25 years ago, and there was a production company that ended up buying the video from him. Like I said, it was like 25 years ago that it happened, but
I posted it in the live chat for you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna.
So did I.
Hold on, me. Okay.
Well, no, you posted it in the private chat for here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I posted
it
as well.
Okay.
Well, hold on a minute, Paulie. Let this thing load. I'm on the YouTube side. Wow, there's 5 people watching. Okay, Quasi. Okay, where's post something, Paulie?
Okay.
Say hi or something, or eat shit, or
no wrench, buddy.
What?
I don't have a wrench because if I don't have it, the trolls have an app and they can kick me out. So
that's true.
I'm gonna need a wrench so I can't get kicked out. Damn it, Brett! Brett, I need a wrench, Brett.
See, I just blocked him and he can't do nothing.
Oh man, you guys are gonna start fighting. But I'm in a giving mood. I like Fat Photog. Fat Photog gets a wrench. Let me see. Who else? Twisted Skeptic has one.
Woo!
Jesus, I think
You
I've-
get a wrench. You get a
you
wrench.
get a wrench.
Everybody
you get
gets a wrench.
Oh, I was watching this documentary about like some of Oprah's biggest giveaways. You know, that you get this and you get that. Like the first time they did it, they didn't think about like a lot of the taxes, like after the fact, and so a lot of people got fucked because not everybody that Anyway, but some of the weird issues why they pretty much had to stop it because they were creating like a lot of like really bad problems for people tax wise. Hold on a second there.
The Onacog.
Don't do it.
Everybody knows what the Onacog is.
Theo's one of them haters.
What is the Onacog?
Oh wait, it's Theo. Oh, I
Non-cog.
thought it was the Onacog. Whew.
What's an
Non-cog.
Onacog?
You never heard of one? I have a feeling it's probably like some salamander that people worship out in the middle of the woods and
Oh
sacrifice.
no, not salamanders. Remember what Von Elton said about salamanders?
Funniest fucking thing ever, bro. The day after, I mean, the very first time he said fucking, called God salamander, how would you fucking like it? The very next day, I was doing some digging in my yard and I found an old fire brick made by the Salamander Company.
Oh,
so it's
no.
embossed with salamander on it. I saved it.
There's no
Oh,
such thing
yeah,
as
that's like-
coincidences, Paulie.
I know, man. Everything happens for a reason. I have the
No
salamander
such.
God brick.
That's like
Yeah.
an antique, man. It's probably worth $60.
Wow.
It's like, hello, rich people. Polly's calling.
I actually found a collection of bottles doing that same dig. Let me grab them. This is crazy.
Hey, listen, while he's grabbing that, folks, Theo, I'm glad you're in here. Paulie's here, Pozo. So Theo's probably the only person that's, or somebody else that, please subscribe to this channel. Right now, I can't live stream because Emo flagged my channel, the last video I did. And so I can't live stream for a while. So this is Uncle Lobster. This is
Oh, I
letting me
just
borrow
noticed.
his. Yeah.
That was a different channel.
Yeah, so that's Uncle Lobster, the little cat. He's not really a lobster either. It's my cat. Yeah. But this is why you're seeing this. So if you want to like share this to people that are subscribed to Grampy Lobster that haven't figured the whole, because we've got 23 subscribers already. We're not going for the 1,000 on this channel because that's for Grampy Lobster. We're selfish like that. I mean, fuck Uncle Lobster. I mean, we should. God, what he charged us for setting this whole thing up. I mean, it was almost. Well, it's what happens when you trust a cat.
I like how your cat's giving you fuck you eyes in the avatar.
Oh, he doesn't
So-
like. Yeah, he's.
I found all three of these in the same hole, man. This big ass brown bottle.
Antique piss rug.
Embossed, it says fleecy white up here.
Fleecy white.
Fleecy white. And on the bottom it says the John Poole Products Company of Chicago, Illinois. And it took some research to figure out what it was, but this was a bleach bottle from like 1940, all intact, no chips in it. That was in there. This bottle was like a foot away in the same fucking hole, and it says
It's like
Liquor.
a grandpa's whiskey bottle.
Yeah.
it's
Sipping whiskey.
it's a half pint whiskey bottle, but it was a medicine bottle. It's embossed. It
laudanum.
says federal law forbids sale or reuse of this bottle, but it's the same thing. It's like a 1940s medicine bottle that was liquor.
Is it like a laudanum or just medicine whiskey?
I'm guessing just medicine whiskey.
Okay.
And then this one was a medicine bottle as well. But all three of them in the same fucking spot.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Like
think
in
maybe-
the ground? Did you dig them up? Or
Yeah,
were they
no. What
underground?
happened was it was when I was doing all the work up at the campground, and we would
Ah.
dig massive amounts of fucking dirt with the backhoe and the tractors, and moving it because I was doing backfill where I
Right.
built this retaining wall, and then a big chunk of the dirt that we dug up and dumped. Like these are all like within the same 2 or 3 years
I'm
that was
amazed
in-
they weren't.
that ended up in the same fucking hole.
Amazed they weren't broken. They're in perfect condition. Yeah, it's
No
crazy.
fucking chips in any of them. They were completely packed full of fucking mud, dude.
Oh,
packed.
okay. That's
So it's-
probably why it saved them.
Clay dirt. I'm sure that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That big one looks like an antique piss jug to me, though.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. Fleecy white bleach.
Easy way.
Canadian thing. I gotta tell you, the first time I ever heard of piss jugs was Trailer Park Boys. I
Hell
didn't
yeah.
understand piss, but jugs were like,
Way the road, buddy. Way the road. Just cap them off and
Oh.
chuck them out the window.
we talk about the bottles. It's kind of funny was when my kid's mom, when her grandfather had passed away, my brother-in-law and I were rewiring some of the like cable stuff underneath her house. Instead of like dragging it around, went underneath, pulled it, anyway. We found out where Vern left about, Jesus, fucking like hundreds of his bottles.
By any chance, did you guys watch that video that I dropped?
No.
Yeah, it's in the private chat here.
Well,
and on YouTube.
okay, is it copyrighted or anything?
No,
Because, you have like
not
a
that I'm
ranch.
aware of. I mean, it's a
Right.
30-second little clip, 20 seconds.
And what does it do?
It's a buddy of
Oh
mine.
my god!
It's a buddy of mine knocking a silo over.
Oh,
And fucking dying.
well, you have
and
a
Did we just
wrench.
witness did we just witness a murder?
No, he didn't die, dude. He's a big, strong motherfucker.
Murdered by a silo?
God, what about people that like fell into a silo and a big grain silo and they weren't
Yeah,
found
buried
in the
grain. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that'd be a fucked up way to,
Yeah, drowning in fucking wheat is not cool.
Oh, there we go. Damn. That looked. Oh shit.
And he's dead.
Oh
he's-
man.
Pretty lucky if there was a scream.
And there's
on it.
his wife. That's Diane saying, I thought for sure he was gone. He
Right.
wasn't.
Like, was there
Oh.
a screen protector on that thing? Like, it wasn't
Yeah.
open, eh?
But
Yeah,
he got off that bulldozer and was like, I'm going home. that's enough for the
No
day.
She's like, I quit.
No
I quit.
shit.
Nah, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Nope. Bullshit. Nope. God damn.
Lucky that thing was enclosed. Brick to the head would have been a goner. For show.
Well, that reinforced concrete with the cable, the wire, it could
Oh
allow
yeah,
that to,
impale you.
yeah. Ugh.
But even just like a top brick coming down from that height, definitely smash your
They,
brain.
Definitely surprised. It's a good thing he was wearing goggles because he might have had his eye put out.
Yeah, those are just glasses.
Goggles, they do nothing. Nothing.
No, I've seen people.
Yeah, he's a good old boy. He's he farms. He's got 2,500, just shy of 2,500, 2,400 and some odd acres. And then this year, another buddy of ours turns 80. He's 79 now, and he said that next year he's not going to farm it. And he asked Stan to do it. So Stan's picking up an extra 1,000 acres next year. I think I'm going to go work with him next year. 3,500 acres is a tremendous amount of property to farm.
Will you come on camera wearing overalls and no shirt?
Probably not. I
With
wear
a piece of straw.
I wear a shirt
Okay.
when I wear it.
Okay. Now, would you like have a piece of straw hanging out of your mouth and? look
No,
all
there'll
fucking-
probably be a cigarette or a doobie.
Okay, yeah,
If-
okay, that's.
Well, if you need some farm equipment, always hit up Cousin Larry. He's got plenty of money, and he'll
Yeah.
help you get it up.
Yeah.
Or Thumper. Yeah.
Or
Thumper's got
Thumper. Yeah. But I mean, he probably won't lend his new tractor because it's brand new and expensive. But
Yeah.
I'm sure Larry will help you get your own. You know, and
Well-
from Kentucky to Illinois, that's a long drive, I assume.
I wouldn't be surprised if Larry probably doesn't owe Paulie some money, for services rendered. Maybe, I don't know.
Shh, it's a
I
secret.
don't- Yeah, watch next year. Paulie's got fucking brand new farm equipment. Of course, folks, there are no such thing as coincidences. None.
Salamander.
Not when salamander trolls are involved, that's for sure.
Do you ever still have that moment like when Robbie was earlier, when he starts saying stuff and you're watching his video and you just pause it because you don't want to miss anything, but you just pause it and you just start laughing for like 5 minutes. It's like, what the fuck?
More often than not, I hit fast forward now. Like,
oh yeah, I do like 1.5 speed, but still.
Oh no, I'm worse than that. I mean, like, I'll go 3 minutes and 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
Oh, you miss so much though.
I know, but I just can't fucking stand him.
Yeah. Oh
Which
no,
guy?
I get it. There's people.
Which guy are we talking about?
On.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, there's people, and I'm the same way with like Cobes, or it's because his streams are just like really boring, and when he's just doing regular, you're waiting for something, and you know what's going to happen, but.
Oh yeah, look, man, these archivers and all. Like, if it wasn't for Bite Size Cobra, I wouldn't be able to watch Cobra.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Low bite-sized pieces. It was a perfect name for that too. People like Nats that'll sit and fucking burn through Helton to find that gem. Like, it's amazing.
Hey,
right.
me and Carl, man, we've got a certificate waited. We're going to honor Nats and the Pizza, Mr. His Own Life, other people that have archived shit over the years. Kind of our Hall of Fame, Ring of Fame, if you will, or how, I don't know how we're going to actually present it, but we're actually going to have a Hall of Fame eventually. For those people that have contributed either knowingly or unknowingly to the things that we've created over the years. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know it. How can I get on board with this? I'm not really sure yet, but it's in the works. Just, I wanted to assure you that. Probably won't care. So never mind. I'm sorry. You know what?
I
folks?
see.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I see Theo join the side chat just for a wrench, and then he fucking left.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Well, he
Fucking salamanders.
Yeah, I know. He's he wears one of those Arabian like things on his head. So, you're I mean,
Cuts off the blood flow. I got you.
yeah. Right. Oh, sure. That's what I was thinking. So maybe he's just taking a break. But listen, I've not eaten any dinner tonight. And it's actually it's officially
Yeah,
not
there.
tonight anymore. It's early morning, but I'm gonna
Hey, good morning.
Hey, it's after midnight.
Yeah.
Something in the air. You see Stinky singing that
Yes.
Thriller song. It's like, that's just.
Oh, God. I ain't seen it.
And no one can save you from the
Remember that song, folks? Remember that song? Yeah, you don't remember that song, folks.
It's another song that Stinky just. I'm never a big fan of like the Thriller thing, but whatever like fond memories I have over the years of it, it's going to take a long time for those bad memories to heal now. But anyway, I'm going to fucking end this. We've got 6 people actually watching this. Tell your friends, subscribe to Uncle Lobster. We're going to have a lot more live streams and stuff until we get this situated.
Well, 5 people. I'm one of them.
Yeah, well, okay.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
I know. I was hoping for that number. that magic 6 number was. Thanks, you just fucking it up. So, God damn, man, what a way to end a fucking stream. Robbie, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Problem,
I don't
You've
think-
been a
Thanks for
bundle of like
me.
just information, and you always know when to cut in. You know, I mean,
Yeah, I
you
don't
might be
think
the new
that
Logan.
Bozo's ready for you to be done yet. You better check in.
10 more hours you can do. No, Bozo, you guys got me to do that before. But Jesus, man. Yeah, just because it's only 9:30 where you live. Jeez. Anyway, you guys have fun, and we'll talk to you later. Remember, tell your friends in the Fun Brigade and stuff, and share it, and support, Uncle Lobster and our plight. So,
And buy a god.
So before you take off, where are we going, Quasi? What are we doing, man? We gonna find a Discord channel or what?
Yeah, I guess I can hang around for a bit.
Pick it.
okay.
We can
Pick one.
chill out
Come on, Robbie,
in
let's go.
here. It's up
Where we
to you.
going? All
I
right,
mean,
Tia
glad we
Chen.
could- all right.
All right.
All right.
Good night.
Good night. Bye,